you load. And I'm behind. Aren't I? Yes, I am. Of course I am. Now then. Just time. And I'm only just 20 minutes late. To be fair, I might. And I'm not going to make much more of a promise than I might. I should be able to play a bit longer, so I should actually, technically speaking, be on for a bit longer than usual. I hope. I hope and dream. Also, welcome, by the way. Very important to start there. Also, I'm getting a mix of music in my ear that is, well, it's special. Just let me set up everything quickly so we can actually get started. And then we're going to play something that I have no idea how to actually play. I'm just gonna make this a lot more fun. I mean, I have a basic idea, but considering the sort of game it is, a basic idea is actually factually not enough to get you through. Oh boy, this is gonna be either very fun or very, very boring. Depending quite literally on how things turn out. Also, that allows me to talk a bit about a very few very interesting aspects of both certain specialities of the, you know, the German nature, so to speak. Let's see, where do we have you? There we have you. Now, do I want a new one? Yeah, why not actually? You know, I can make a new one. Actually, look at the old ones too. I haven't really played around with that much though, to be fair, because, well, it's a bit shucky. Now, I think I have set things up. Have you loaded? Are you loading? I once again trust my internet connection as much as I trust, you know, my neighbor not telling everybody that I am against, you know, getting poked in my arm with some unknown substances. One has to love the state, don't they? Well then. And for some quite literally old-fashioned autism. Let's do it. Now you can hear the same music as I'm hearing. And now imagine combining this with my usual, you know, intro music. It's one way to spell your kids. But yes, this is a special one, so to speak. Mostly because I, for once, for a whole evening basically, have gained the access. The access to the tech boy's little account again, because he's busy. And he was like, well, why not this? You're German after all, and I was like, well, I don't know if that is a good way or a bad way, but then, as here, we can play game. There are two scenarios here, like, you know, we can go starting a war, or we can go preparing a war. Because, you know, dark times are coming in Europe. Well, sucks to be American then. Hitler has consolidated his power, and his attention now increasingly drawn beyond Germany's borders. Mussolini's Italy continued to embark on daring military adventures. Which, please, I went to Africa like everybody else did. While the Empire of Japan stands poised to attack China and Asia. That's actually true. Almost 20 years have passed since the end of the Great War, and the world has yet again been doused in gasoline. A single spark may all it takes. Mind you, a cigarette butt would not be enough, because cigarettes actually don't start fires that easily. Ooh, I see people. I can actually see people. Now, to be fair, there are many great nations here. A few things that... Yeah, Joseph starting. You starting. How does it feel to, you know, starve all of your poor people? I'm pretty sure pretty damn good if you're not the one starving. But yes, let us talk about, well, a few obvious people, like Benito Mussolini looking very smug there and going like, yes, and Hitler going like, I'm not even going to look at you. Which is actually an improvement already, because in the German version of this one, actually you don't get to see Hitler, he's just a shadowy figure. He looks like a secret agent, you know, sitting in the dark. Which is so fucking typical. Also, as you can see, this is not actually the right flag, now is it? Do you know why that is not the right flag? Because displaying that Even worse than displaying him. Displaying the right flag would quite literally make it impossible to sell this game in Germany. Because Germany is a bitch when it comes to this. Now, this is a grand strategy a la, well, pretty much all Paradox games basically. Just, you know, they're all different, and this one is technically not my preferred medicine, so to speak. I'm actually also not willing to, you know, give Paradox the amount of money to get it and all of its little expansion packs again. I'm more than happy with Crusader Kings 2. That makes me happy enough. I shall not go any further with that. So yeah, but, well, since I have the nice opportunity to become the new German, the new old German basically, I do kinda want to, you know, replay this a bit. I mean, it doesn't look nice. I can be the Führer himself. I can't be a fascist. That's actually wrong. It's actually funny. Because you see, this here, this is what a fascist looked like. Italy in the 1930s. Absolutely a fascist. This here, this nice person here with the, well, very, very, very classically mustache at this point. That is actually a National Socialist. I mean, quite literally, he's... Can we see his party? Yes, we can. His ruling party, the NSDAP. It's the National Socialism Party. Oh, well, if you were to, you know, just go by the letters, it's the National Socialist, well, Workers' Party of Germany. You know, they are not technically speaking fascist. Actually, it's actually a bit of a funny fact, but, you know, during the 30s, in the early 30s, Hitler wasn't really much a fan, and his, you know, his people weren't much a fan of Mussolini's fascism. Strange how that works, isn't it? Also, who else do we have? We have France being, well, France, to be fair. They are, well, they're not in a bad position, but they're also not good. They do well know that, you know, Germany has a bit of a hate boner for them at this point, because, well, the Treaty of Versailles, so yeah, the United States at this point should be suffering the Great Depression pretty harshly, so they are basically keeping to themselves and trying to stabilize their economy. The United Kingdom is, well, I mean, they do remember the last war, and they also are well aware that Germany is rising again. Feeling not too, you know, good about all of that. And still trying to play, you know, the big role. Trying to be a bit of a world police themselves. I mean, it's pretty obvious what Germany is doing. As you can quite clearly see. It's like, yes, I see. Italy is getting all over the place. Going like, well, we're going to conquer parts of Africa now because everybody else also has colonies, so why not us? They want to play with the big boys, you know. Then we have Japan in the 1930s, which is actually pretty damn fascist. No. They are absolutely a military dictatorship at this point in time, unquestionably, and they actually do want to gain some land on the main continent. Basically, they have dreams of, you know, Chinese lands being very much Japanese in the future. Not that we would notice difference very much, because we Westerners do have a bit of a problem of keeping those apart, you know. Then of course we have Mr. Joseph Stalin himself, very much the busybody, you know, killing people that he suspects of being traitors and starving his own populace, because, well, why not? What else do we actually get in the minor one? The Dominion of Canada. I will admit I don't know much about what the Dominion of Canada did during the 1930s. Australia... Oh, yeah, right, actually, isn't this... Yeah, this is also when the tensions between the colonial Australia and its, well, United Kingdom get bigger and bigger and bigger. Who else do we have? South Africa. Well, that's not really an interesting one. Excuse me. That piece of coffee... Well, that bit of coffee didn't want to go down the right one. Oh, it's Czechoslovakia. You, my friend. Ah, impressive. Yugoslavia. It's like, wow, does anyone remember you? Not really. Communist China. Well, that's great for the world to come. What else do we have? Manchukuo, I think you're actually a... you're aligned with Japan, aren't you? He's dependent on... yeah, the Japanese army. Okay, so not really a partnership, but more like, you know, I'm your bitch boy. I mean, he looks like one, so that's kind of fitting. And we apparently have a lot of very Chinese people. I should probably shut up about that because I have no idea too much. You look strange, my friend, about all of that. But yes, before we get here, of course, you know, if I get the chance, who am I to say no to such a slight, you know, fun times? Now, of course, I have one advantage. I have no idea how to actually play this game in any efficient way. So if I actually lose, I can claim that I just played it historically, because Germany has, of course, to lose the Second World War. Nice, isn't it? Let's see then. We have... how does the world look in 1936? Pretty worldly. Ah, the German Reich. This is still not the red flag, though. And then again, you know, I can't really blame them for that. You will not get away with displaying that flag, particularly in when you want to have your game out in Germany. Now, what else can I change? Because we're of course going to play in Germany. I mean, what were you expecting? Actually, I think there is you can actually try to oppose Hitler and reinstate the Kaiser, which is also, you know, it is an absolute mess of an option, because that should never ever happen. But let nobody say it, you can't. Now, custom game rules. Let's see what we can do. Strengthen Germany. No. Let's not strengthen... excuse me. Anyone. Instead, let's just, you know, play by normal things. Limited. Moral generation is limited by ideologies and world tension limits. Okay. Reset. I think it's... now everything should be on default. Oh, look, I can actually give them... oh, that is kind of cool. Like, so I can go ahead and tell... I can tell them to be like, well, we are going to be, you know, Tsarist exiles. We'll expel the communists through civil war and reinstate Tsarist Russia by going down the relevant path of... that's cool. I can actually force the nations to do shit that is absolutely horrendously away from what it should be, but still. See, I don't really own this game, the tech boy does, and since he graciously allowed me to play this for a while, I'm all happy about it, but I'm just not feeling, you know, the need to give Paradox that much more money. Well, let's not play around this, and regular... and this is what actually got me interested in playing this game, because, you know, basically historical AI focus. I don't want the AI to actually play historical, because we know how that is going to go, you know. And then we have the rising tensions, then Germany will have the Anschluss of Austria. We will go now, that one, just, you know, it's gone. Then the Axis will grow. Later on we will have Italy on our side. Then we have all of this nonsense going on here. This is a whole nonsense of its own. And then of course comes the nice year of 1939, when we are like, well, that one Polish dude partly shot at us. Maybe it's time to wait. Because, well, can we actually see it? No, we can't. I'm pretty sure it's on the map. Oh god, I will actually once have to watch my tongue a bit more than usual, because if I make too many bad jokes here, this is going to fuck me over, isn't it? But yeah, let's not, you know, give them any historical. Let them play around. I actually want to see if anybody else wants to become, you know, fascist. Which is still wrong. It's not fucking fascism, but this fucking National Socialism. That's the difference, actually. Ask the Italians about it. They know damn well what fucking fascism is. Yeah, let's not play an Iron Man mode. I actually want to save and return to this if I can. Okay. I do know one thing about this game. That is we can play around with the music, and that is something I find very pleasing. I will show you what I mean. That's actually the one reason why I was like, maybe I would actually buy this game. Maybe. But you know, I already spent like probably over 200 and a few on Crusader Kings. I'm not going to do this again. See, we have a little music controller here, and then we can go into the music player. And then we can get different stations. Is that Lily Marlene? I think it actually is. Well then, let's see. We have classics. Like Achtung Panzer. Or Caution, Tank. So these are normal, how to put this mildly, normal songs. Ah, sounds like it. Yeah, let's not play this because I can't. Tech Boy, I fucking knew you would have it, but for fuck's sake. I'm pretty damn sure that this is a DLC stuff. I'm very, very much sure that it's not originally there. Let's see, then we have the radio Comintern. I always hated that fucking way of writing. It's a pain in the ass. We have an actual access radio, an LS radio station, allied speeches. Okay. Okay, that's a sound.
I am speaking to you from the cabinet room at 10 Downing Street.
Nice.
This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin.
This is the
German government.
Yeah, this is when the Brits actually officially admit the fact that we are at war. But no, we want something more fitting. We have an access radio. What do we have here? Let me listen to that. Yeah, it sounds menacing enough, doesn't it? Ooh, eine mächtig im Luftpolier. Let me guess, that's actually... Yeah. Yep, I can use. Nice. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ooh, I actually got the Panzer lead. And of course, Schwarzbraun is the Haselnuss. It just needed to be there, doesn't it? Now let's see here. Yeah, it actually was. The Lily Marlene. Did you know that that song actually was banned in Germany in the early stages of the war? Too depressing. According to, you know, the brass. Wir fahren gegen England. Yeah, some nice ones here. Let's actually combine those two. And let's listen to some good old-fashioned music. Now, let me see. Can I see Danzig? Okay. Now the good thing is the menu is basically the same in... Well, it's not the same, but it's close enough to what I use to know from Crusader Kings, so I'm kinda feeling somewhat okay. Wow, this is going to take some... Looking through operative, yes. As you can see at this point in time, this is Germany, which is actually pretty damn accurately. And as you can see, we are kind of getting, you know, groped somewhat heavily from the good friends over in Czechoslovakia, or the Pain. There we have our friends Austria, you know. Of course, they're supposedly part of the Reich. They will soon realize that they should be. And then we have those cunts. Now, with those cunts, I of course mean Poland. Which, you know, they are kind of cuntish. Because you see, we have parts here, Königsberg, and the Ermland Masuren, which are, well, contested areas, to put it mildly, and then we have this here, Danzig. Now you might imagine that back then Germany had a bit of an interest of getting that, because, you know, having some island out here was not the most comfortable thing for anyone involved, and there's an old saying about how Danzig is actually fucking German, and Danzig and Königsberg will forever remain German. Well, as you can see, by 1936 they, well, were not. At least not Danzig. Which kinda, you know, gave a lot of justification to the Führer going like, yes, Poland, I see. Now, before we start the time, because this is of course a Paradox game, which means we can pause and God bless it. We have to find out how to deal with all of the alarms. Research. Well, I don't know which is good research, but I'm going to make some educated guesses. Okay, this is basically my infantry equipment. Oh, Special Forces. Mobile Infantry. Oh, ein Sonderkraftfahrzeug. 11. An SDKFZ. 11. Which just means, you know, basically it's just a way of saying that it's specially commissioned. Follows other standards than the normal one. Oh, I can get trains. Oh, I can get a fucking... Yes. I can get a fucking train gun. Look at that. Isn't that smexy? What else can I get? Okay, support equipment, and these are... so basically these are then some what's it called? Support... Support? I'm looking for a word, but I just don't find it. Then we have armor. What do we... This looks horrible. I guess because I kinda enhanced the UI a bit, because I'm blind. What do we have? We have the 1934 Light. That's a Panzer 1? Doesn't really tell me much, and all of these numbers don't tell me much because I have no idea, but, well... I don't think we're going to start with much in the way of actual tanks, so I don't think we have any need to, you know, invest into this now. Artillery. The queen of the battlefield. We will have to invest into this, I believe, because artillery is very important. Then we have naval. Battleships. Carriers. Submarines. Yes, submarines, you say. I find that very pleasing. Damage control, fire control, transports. Ooh, mine warfare. That's nasty because until all the way up till now, we actually have problems in the North Sea area with mines. Because, you know, we basically, not only we, mind you, the Germans, the English, and everybody in between had a tendency to lay minefields all over the fucking place, and of course, not all of them lasted, and some of them just, you know, got by the rift and went somewhere down the canal and ended up, you know, in the Atlantic, and probably are still there somewhere. I think it's that there was some guesstimate about just how many tons of fucking explosives are still around from that time. U, it's a U, and there's a BF and a O. At least those are named. That makes it easier for me because I do know some of those names. Actually, can I? Okay, it's probably not such a good idea to enhance the UI because you're kind of having a bit of a problem. But then again, what is this? Scout planes? Yeah, I don't really care. What do we have here? Engineering. Change for the rangefinder. Research speed plus. Okay, so that seems like a no-brainer because if I get this early on, it will give me the most benefit, wouldn't you say? Plus 3% in research speed, considering that I just started researching. Yeah. Basic machine tools, production efficiency cap. What does that mean? Determines the maximum value for your production efficiency. Increased by technologies. Okay, so that is how efficient I do. I do know that there's a menu for building stuff, so I guess that has influence on that then. Construction 1 sounds better though. I want to build some things. Okay, we have this, and okay. Let's be reasonable here. We're going to ignore naval. Don't give a shit. We're for the moment going to ignore war because we should be reasonably well set up. We have close air support, we have a fighter, we have, well, naval bombers, which we are not going to make much use of. I think honestly the only thing I'm going to get out of the naval area here is submarines. Because, you know, absolute submarine warfare. And fuck you too. Not very gently. Now, support companies, is there? Yes. So there's a field hospital, now that should do something. I don't mean to mean a dead soldier. Yeah, okay. That also, because it's actually one... Oh no, but technically speaking, Germany suffers from two disadvantages. A, manpower compared to, you know, the allies. Just look at fucking America and go like, that doesn't seem good. And resources. If I can do something about those two things, we actually might survive. Now, that is... eine Maschinengewehr 8 und ein leichter Minenwerfer. Well, isn't it good when you can actually speak German for once? Don't worry, it's basically just an automatic weapon set. Now, we have some research. What else? We have civilian factories. Now, how did this work? I think you use civilian factories to construct things. So basically, if I want to build something, you have, you know, consumer goods which are produced, you have trading goods which you need factories for. And then if you want to build something, you know, like a military factory, which sounds very useful. And I'm going to use basically my factories for that. Yeah, boom, suddenly we're using all of them. Okay, let's build up some military factories, because I feel the need to produce lots of things fast at this point in time. Mostly because I don't feel too comfortable considering that I'm, you know, having a leader that is most known for being a diplomatic catastrophe. Oh, fucking hell. No, honestly, you wouldn't believe the fact that, what was it, who voted it, Time magazine or something voted Hitler the Man of the Year at one point, and every German diplomat was probably like, how even? The man is a catastrophe. Now, we have 3, yes, this is the one I was thinking about. Basically, how this game is trying to do it, you need equipment to, yeah, produce armies, of course. You can produce different equipments, and let's see, we have all of the naval stuff down here. I'm going to get rid of all of the naval stuff because, as I said, we are going to go for a very, very, very not efficient actually at all way. But I don't care. I'm going to destroy all of you. Yeah, go away. Go away. Go away. And go away. Now, oh yeah, we need convoys to ship stuff around, troops, resources, everything. And where are my submarines? Because, you know, ultimate sub-warfare or something. Okay, now we're producing... What actually are we producing? That's the Type 7. That's actually not bad. I do like how it says outdated. It's by 1936 not an outdated class, mind you. Let's ignore the fact that they're like... Now what are we producing? We're producing the good old Car 98K, the Carabiner 98 in the Kurch variant, you know, in the short variant. Then we have support equipment. Now, can I see... Ah, yes. Okay, so first we're going to do this differently. We're going to be smart here. We go like, now we want divisions. Now the cool thing is you can not only train them, but you can edit them. Basically you can change everything around. See, this is the support thing I was about. Here is where you can get the field hospital and stuff, so your people, you know, don't waste all of your bloody fucking manpower. Which is actually up here. So you can see we have 1.34 million at the moment. And you can see how we are using it. We have, well, surprisingly little. Still a lot more than the Treaty of Versailles would allow us, but... Well. I'm sure we can talk about this. Actually, at this point in time, we are not actually building up an army, because we're not paying for it, mind you. We're using some fucking bills to do that. It's such a cheap fucking trick, honestly. Ah, such a fucking Hitler thing to do. Now then, I want to have... artillery. That would cost me... If I removed... nah, I still wouldn't gain enough. I remember the tech being like 20 combat fire, or 10, or 30, or 40 is good. So that is how we would achieve that. Okay, let's remember how to set this up, and that's... because this needs... this here. Army experience. Everything has experience in this fucking game, and everything is making it complicated. Yeah. Doesn't mean that we can just sit around and not produce anything, so let's actually start training some infantry divisions. Okay, let's produce 4 infantry divisions. No location set. Let's come to Brandenburg. Center of town, basically. No, like, hello. Because now we can see that we are missing an S-lot of stuff. It's actually nice that I get a nice little view here. It was like, okay, we currently have a deficit of 3.52 thousand units of infantry equipment. That's a lot. But it also is going to tell us where we're going to put our production. Now then, what is that? Needed for reinforcement. Okay, how many factories do we have? We have 8 more factories that we can spend. Needed for upgrades. Okay. And we're actually stockpiling trucks. I mean, that's good. I do know that at the beginning of the war, even the German army still used quite a few horse-drawn things, which is a bit of a pain. Let's actually try to get some trucks stockpiled for my poor little army. Okay, what else do we need to... Unassigned divisions. Ah, this nonsense. Now I need to remember how to deal with units. Great. Okay. We have... well, we have a cavalry. I was just talking about this, wasn't I? Now then, my little... just how did this go? Victory rated... Ah, yeah, this is how this... So now I have an army. And then you need to create a front line. And then you can give them some offensive line stuff, which is like this. Okay, I think that's a bit much of a front line for, you know, just for units, but we're going to reinforce them. What else? I don't think we need to care much about the west at this point. It's still far too early for that. Let's try to be a bit threatening. Yeah, towards this cancel. I actually think I saw that in some history material. There's actually a picture, a propaganda picture from the German time where you basically see a supposedly German woman, I'm assuming, because, you know, it's propaganda, being somewhat molested by a quite clearly, you know, how do I say this without being racist? Czech-looking person, basically. Oh, mountains, eh? I'm pretty sure they will give up if we go, like, at least to here. Gee, I give you a plan, so they can prepare their little asses and go like, yes, we have a plan. Everybody else... Everybody else... It's actually a good function, because, you see, I can go like this, and I can go like, nyeh, nyeh. Don't want anyone that is already assigned. These are all the troops that are... not yet, anyway. Let's actually see what we have here. We have lots of infantry, and we have actually... We actually have some panzer divisions, which is tank divisions, mind you. I'm going to, you know, give you a bit of the on-the-fly translation, basically. Now, you shall be an army too. Actually, a big army, aren't you? A big boy army. And you shall be, of course, having a front line to, well, to no one surprise, to Poland. Because, you know, who wouldn't want to see those bloody fucking Poles finally getting what's coming to them? That's what they get for keeping my poor little Danzig hostage. Ah, the Treaty of Versailles. Such a mountainous amount of nonsense that has come out of that. Even after people want, like, if you be that hard to the Germans, they're going to, you know, at some point probably rise against that. It was like, nonsense, we're going to take so much they can't even. They could. They really could. Oh yeah, that nonsense. Ahem. Mifo builds. Way. Let me actually see what they're saying here and see if this is actually right. In order to fund or grow military industry and to keep this secret from British and French eyes, we have been forced to use a balance sheet entity to route payments to in the form of promissory notes. And we need to use our political connections to extend the due dates to these notes. We will be forced to repay them and will no longer receive the benefits. Indeed. Basically, Germany does not have, well, treaty, any right to have a war economy going on. But, technically speaking, we don't. This is a fucking, it is somewhat awesome because some of it is actually really, really close. True. There's other stuff like, why the fuck is it called fascism? It's national socialism, you bitch. Also, we are missing a few things. Like rubber and tungsten. I could trade for that, but I don't really like trading for stuff, honestly. I would very much like to not do that. And national focus. This is basically the direction we want to go in, and as such, inventional things. We can get, innovations to, get things going. Army innovations, we can, what's this, the Rhineland? Oh, we can actually remilitarize the Rhineland. Because right now, technically speaking, we are not allowed to. The Rhineland, which is on the border to France, is a demilitarized zone at this point. And what else? Oh yeah, this is the opposite route. Basically, we go this, then we go secure the new state, and then we go, well, then you can either go democratic and go like, well, we're going to become, modern Germany without all of the nonsense, or we can revive the Kaiserreich. Now, since this is my first time actually playing with the Germans anyway, so I'm actually wanting to, be the Führer, I guess. So what are we going to start with? What would be good? This is resource for industry. Yeah, this actually sounds like a very good start. 4-year plan. Because, when the Germans make a 4-year plan, they tend to stick with it and actually make something out of it. When the fucking Russians, the Soviets, start doing a 4-year plan, you're supposed to run away because you're gonna starve. Now, for the moment, I will reluctantly, very reluctantly, do some trade with... I mean, you know what, why not the United States? You know what, screw it. We're gonna be friends with the United States. This actually looks very much like the United States, but it's not. But the United States actually have any rubber? Dutch East Indies is a subsidiary of the United Kingdom, I think. I'm sure there's a political window somewhere. Now then, with all of this nonsense, let's actually press the start button on the lowest speed and see what happens. Hop. We have now entered time. 1 hour has passed. What is happening in the world? Ah, the units are moving. I do like it. They automatically going to assume positions along the front line. And then they're going to prepare to invade Poland. Like 3 years early. I see you're trying to explain the Reich fellow. Trying to move India. Well. Somewhat, yeah. I really don't know how to play this game, so it's kind of like, meh, why not? I mean, I have the wrong flag, but at least I can see his face now. I do remember that in the original German he's just a shadowy figure. That's kind of annoying. Hey, at least I can listen to nice music and go like, ha, yes, the Reich. And again, it's not Reich. State of Russia when it gets cold. You don't say! You don't say! Actually, I have set the game's AI to be not historical, but being random, so technically speaking, the Russians could become... Well, I mean, yes, I'm fucking Germany. I mean, it's not really fascist, because that is fucking wrong, but it would be, National Socialistic Germany without Hitler. And also, look at the date. We have 1936. Who else do you think would lead the fucking German Reich? Also, here, look at the flag. That's not the right flag. I'm pretty sure you damn well know that too. But, can't bring that. Oh, that's actually pretty damn accurate. Poland is this big after the Treaty of Versailles basically, takes Danzig from me. That is Danzig and Königsberg will forever be German. There's a lot of sayings about that. Also, Poland could potentially become a kingdom again. For the moment, I'm more concerned about, Czechoslovakia being a bitch. I mean, look at that, they're quite literally stabbing their little penis into me. Indeed. But still, we need to get rid of this, this phallic object stabbing into the side of good old Germany. That hurts. It's pretty big. And pretty annoying. Well, my hope is that if things go well for me, this nice little area down here is going to explode, because that's historically what it does. Romania is pretty pissed. Then there's, Yugoslavia, which, now look at the modern map and tell me where Yugoslavia is. Not there anymore. Has decided to go elsewhere. It also means that when you put the AI on pretty much random, it does hilarious little things. Indeed. Though I remember that I got once, the one time I played this, I actually got fucked because I had all my attention on the east and was like, ignore that. They're not gonna attack me. Suddenly I look back and half my German Reich is gone because France just waltzed through there and I had no units there. That was kinda, I'm just saying, special. Okay. Look at it. Look at my little man all getting in position and sitting there like, yes, we are well and truly capable of taking Warsaw. I'm very much sure of that. I mean, I don't care about Warsaw, but I care about Danzig. It's many elsewhere, like the Reich. Indeed. Strange how that works, isn't it? But look at the cool things you can do in your focus tree. You can, do what history does, so we can start with stuff like this and we can remilitarize the Rhineland so that we can show France that we are not backing down to this fucking nonsense. Or you can go like, I don't like Hitler, let's oppose him. And then you can like, let's secure the state. And then you can be like, well, the Kaiser this. You can quite literally become the Kaiserreich again. That's special. I mean, at some point when I'm actually, when I actually learned how to play this game a lot better, I might actually do something like this. At the moment, I'm just happy that I can sit here and not immediately die to something. Also, we have to deal with the Maypo bills. That is such a fucking... I mean, it's a clever ruse of the Germans of the time, because technically speaking, no, bad Germany, you can't have war economy. You can't allow this. Germany's like, well, I don't. I will make a nice-looking ledger, precisely stating that I am not paying any money for any military weapons or something. Of course not. We would never break our word, now would we? Oh, look at it. Luxembourg. Oh, Bitburg. I actually was here once. And here. And here. And here. And here. There are many places down here I visited. I think this is the farthest down I was. Let's go up. I was here. Actually, here, Emden. I lived here once. In the past. Pretty nice, place on the sea. And of course, also, in this time period, there is Wilhelmshaven, which is one of our major marine thingies. Basically, this is where our fleet is at this point, I think. Yeah. Die High Sea Fleet, die Hochseeflotte, und die zweite U-Boots-Ausbildungsgruppe, die Second U-Boat, or Submarine, Training Group. Because, you need to train people to not sink those things, for some mystical reason. Metal in the water has a tendency to sink. I can't watch the stream. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, internet providers until 21st. I know that, my friend. I know that very well. I can only wish you luck because, well, I have seen that happening. I hope your internet provider at some point realizes that we have the 21st century and makes due on his service. One can only hope. Actually, yeah. Imagine streaming with, dog shit internet, at least some of those days. That is not really something you can help with much. Sadly. Oh, then my people start training. You start training too. Button. Now, I want them to train because I want to get some army experience so I can actually start, changing things around so I can actually make nicer divisions. I also want to edit the things with the, I want to make a tank division, a nice tank division. And I want artillery with my infantry because, honestly, yeah, artillery is fucking king. Now, what that means is we have a double entente of resources used. We are using them to, produce our units because they, of course, need equipment. And we're also, you know, reinforcing them a bit more now. Mostly because, you know, when you train, you actually use materials. How do you train? You, for example, shoot. Which means you're using ammunition, which means somebody has to provide more. Of course, we do not have an army of 308,000 people. The Versailles people would be rather pissed off about that. So keep that, you know, between us, as friends. Wink wink. Yay! Promissory note. Metallurgische Forschungsgesellschaft. That's such a nice fucking nonsense. Well, basically, two things you do with mobile builds is you extend them. And extend them and extend them and extend them because, well, you kinda, you know, don't want to actually pay. That's how a war economy usually works. You kinda, you know, promise them money. You don't really give them money because you need the money for other things. It does work. So, since nothing much is going to happen for a while, I think, let's actually go to third speed and see what's happening. And I will use this time to click around officer corps. I mean, no, I know what an officer corps is, I just don't know what to actually do with this. And I think we need stuff for that, we need experience for that, so we can ignore this. Logistics is pretty damn obvious, it's kinda, oh, fuel. Yeah, fuel is important, I imagine. Okay, we can see our stockpile, we can see our resources, we can see everything is working, we can see how fuel is distributed, that's actually kind of cool. And yeah, I can still see my deficits. Of course, my inventory equipment deficit is large because I'm producing like 4 units at once. I would produce more, honestly, but I think that's going to... Because the way I imagine this is like this. If I make it like this, that everyone is trying to get equipment at the same time, which right now is already taxing us to the point where it's like, we can't fulfill this in any reasonable form. Plus training time, because, you know, you can't just give them a rifle and go like, well, no, you can if you're Russia. Because, no, let's correct it. If you're a Soviet, you can do this. You just give them a gun and go like, yeah, there, run in that direction, I'm going to shoot you. Which is pretty much what the Russians did. Damn it. The Soviets, not the Russians. I'm trying really hard. I don't want to be unfair to the poor Russians. But yeah, this is basically eating resources, and of course the other things eating resources too, which leads to this deficit we have. Also, I'm training, so that too produces a deficit. Because, you know, they also need more equipment then. Then we have our production, which I would really like. I mean, we are building military factories at this point. Can I see my efficiency at some point? Oh wait, this is the efficiency, I'm assuming? Oh, this is the efficiency. Ah, I see. This is going to be important. I'm assuming the more efficient we are, that means that each individual factory is actually working, you know, more efficient at producing the goods, which would heighten the production quite a bit. Yes, I see. I'm smart. I hope. Oh boy, I hope. This is going to take a... It's going to take a while. Building this up. What else can we actually build? Okay, infrastructure. Actually, is there an infrastructure mode? Supply mode. Ah, okay, so we probably are going to have to deal with supply limits. A bit like, you know, in Europa Universalis, when you have too many units in an area that cannot support that many units, you are going to suffer losses. Oh, wait, we actually have a train network. I do remember in one of the museums I visited as a young one with my family, there was a huge map showcasing the whole railway network, the official, mind you, official railway network of the 1920s, I think. Really would like to have an overlay, you know, just take a picture of this and overlay it and see how much of that is actually, you know, going. Then we have terrain. Surprisingly enough, it's not the forests in Hessen. Resistance. Ah, okay. Local resistance in occupied areas. Yeah, we don't have any. Compliance. Displays local compliance. And we have resources map. Ah, I can see my resources. Let's see, what are we producing? Aluminium and steel. Is there no coal in this game? Oil in Hanover, that's news to me. Interesting. Infrastructure, this was the one I wanted to look for. Okay, I'm assuming green, light green is good. I'm assuming yes. Because this is darker and this is, yes. Okay, let's see. I mean, those are not good. I mean, Germany is a modern country, you know, it's one of the major players in what's to come. Then we have the factions. What is this? The Treaty of Addis Ababa. Ethiopia has... Oh yeah, that's Italy, isn't it? You see, at this point in time, Italy was like, The Ethiopian government has gone into exile. The main forces have capitulated to Italy, who is now in control of their home area. Though the struggles between Italy and Ethiopia are now over, Italy is still at an all-out war. Fighting continues elsewhere. Let's take a look at Africa. Oh boy, what do we have? That's not the right map mode. Like this? Yeah. Okay, who do we have here? We have, of course, South Africa. One, you know, very sure. We have Portugal. We have Belgium. We have the United Kingdom. We have Italy, who has this piece, and now Ethiopia. We have France. More United Kingdom shit. Look at that. Liberia. A bit more of Portugal, a bit of Spain. Well, yeah. Let me put it like this. Africa is not really, you know, it never was unified, and if you look at this, it's just a horrible mess. What do you want? Species in low supply. Supply in this area is not enough. Western Poland. Western Poland. I see, yeah. Yeah, because of the planes, I'm assuming. Yeah, running the Jagdgeschwader 232 from here is probably not a good idea. Let's actually, why don't we pull them back to here? Yeah, let's actually make game again. That should actually take care of that situation a bit more, yeah. Because you see, the supply situation up here is really hard. I think the only way they're getting supplies is actually through here. But can I actually see this? Supply. Naval base in Königsberg. Demanded supply 02, that's for my troops. Supply connection from capital 25. Railway bottleneck, Berlin, Stettin, yes. So basically you need to be connected to your capital city to get supplies. So we're gonna look at it at the moment. So basically from Berlin supplies get routed to Stettin. From Stettin they're going to, yeah, sail it over. That's such a pain in the ass. We need this. Danzig is very much German, you bloody fucking Polish. But no, we have finished the 4-year plan, which was just past the research, yes. Now we have the West Wall, which gives me Württemberg gets to 12 landforts to the French border. That would probably be good. If the Rhineland is remilitarized, you will also gain Motherland. Okay, so this is actually getting better if we remilitarize the Rhineland beforehand. Nothing is stopping us from that, mind you. Großraumwirtschaft. It's a many German words you will hear for the moment. Expensive connections, railways construction speed. Okay, so that makes it easier to build infrastructure and the railways. Then we have the autarky. That's nice too. But for the moment, let's actually remilitarize the Rhineland. It would be a shame if the Rhineland would not be remilitarized, how would it be? Okay, so you're wondering where the Rhineland is. Basically down here. Where the border is with those fucking assholes, basically. Can we actually see this? No, this is just called Western Germany. Okay, is there a mode for seeing this? Yeah. So back up here we have the, well, you know, the classical Rhineland, then we have the Moselland, and then we have Württemberg. Now, this is all technically speaking border territory. And there are stuff like Metz, which has always been a bit of a, you know, conflicted area. It's like, one time it was German, then it was France, then it was German, and boom. Your head is going to explode if you try to keep up. Quite literally. Now, why is areas like this so, you know, contested? Mostly because national nets resources there, fuck it. You know, you can get stuff there. But for the moment, this area needs to be absolutely militarized, so we can be annoying. We can modify the officer corps. Who can I get? Ludwig Beck for army organization. We gain more experience daily and division organization +8. I don't know if that is good, actually. Division training time -10%. That would actually be very, very, very nice. Can I get that? I think I actually can. We're still gaining the +09. And we have Franz Halder. Army offense, division attack. Now give me the drill sergeant. Wilhelm Keitel, you're at the rudder now. I want you to produce people. Fast. Well, then let's continue on a little journey through the 1936. What a nice year, isn't it? So peaceful. Oh, shit. World news. Turkey remilitarized the Turkish Straits. Turkey and the Soviet Union have come to an agreement on revising the Treaty of Lausanne, which was signed and, oh shit, after the Nasrid Republic of Turkey repulsed the Entente in the Turkish War of Independence. The treaty has long been declared as an assault on the Turkish sovereignty, but today the treaty has finally amended in favor of the newly legislated Montreux Convention. Yay. Turkey now has complete control over traffic that passes in and out of the Turkish Straits, and the states around the Straits have now been remilitarized by Turkey. British observers who were a part of the process are mainly satisfied that conflict in the region has been avoided. Another treaty of the Great War broken. And of course, with the Great War, we're meaning the old Great War, not the new Great War. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So far, we're actually moving very much historically correct, because yes, yeah, the whole thing is going to get probably annoying. Which reminds me, I could potentially actually set my my boats to actually do some exercises too, couldn't I? I don't think I want to. I don't think I really want to. But for the moment I'm just happy just sitting here and watching my little Germany being, you know, not a complete asshole to everybody in the whole wide world. Actually, factually. What? Those are not occupied territories. I mean, we can argue about that, but no. It's a very strange way of saying it, game. Oh yeah, the KPD. Blah. The Communistic Party, and we have the Zentrum. And of course, if you look at it, it's Konrad Adenauer. That's a pretty damn important one. Actually, what do we have? In great factions, bitterness over defeat in the Great War dominates the politics of this nation. And it's quite true, actually. Germany's policies were very much formed around the bitterness from losing the First Great War. But mostly because the German people suffered quite greatly, and then came the great financial crash of the 20s, which really fucked us over. Because you see, actually Germany had a bit of a golden age in the 20s, in the beginning of the 20s, everything looked very promising. And well, when the market crashed, a lot of American investment, a lot of American money that was around, got cancelled and called back, which drove many a company into bankruptcy, and as such the rate of unemployment rose fucking sky high. People would quite literally, you know, sit on the fucking street and beg for fucking work just so they can not, you know, not fucking starve. And then, of course, our dear politicians of the time decided that it would be good to go for, yes, let's go for not investing money so that people actually, you know, might not die. They started cutting social security stuff and saving money wherever they could, which made the situation even worse for the people, and of course. But I mean, you know, as usual, who cares for the fucking people, eh? Gateway to Europe. The Dutch form a backdoor, allowing us to circumvent the British blockade and to maintain trade through neutral ports. Must pressure the Dutch to increase the amount of trade? We actually must, yes. what I want to do is basically I want to go anti-communist raids probably first, because communists, you know, can't trust those people. And then I want this too. I want to ban communism and want to ban Democratic Party so that no one can oppose a dear little, you know, Führer doing his Führery stuff. I mean, it's not like they can, because we technically don't have elections anymore, do we? No, we don't. With Hitler in absolute power, there is no... Yeah. Look, it's actually right here, but the in brackets fascist is wrong. It's not in brackets. No, the National Socialistic. That's actually it. There is no hidden fascist there. Look over to the fucking Italians for the fucking fascism. Mussolini's fucking idea. As I kind of said before, you know, during this period of time, I mean, not so much anymore, because we had other goals and other things that we needed to deal with and prepare for, but many a German were not too happy and not too, you know, trustful of the whole Italian fascism. It just wasn't a thing. Sure, we allied in the war, but then again, you know, originally Hitler had a lot more interest of allying with the British, you know, if they weren't such cunts about it. Yeah. You're like, man, we can't do this, huh? They're sitting there like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm going to bomb you a little bit. And they were really taken off wrong to that. I don't know why. We just set off a few, you know, V1s or so. And then came Winston Churchill and goes like, well, now we need to do some horrible things to those German assholes for being assholes. And the Germans were like, well, we need to do some horrible things to you too for being assholes. And everybody just wanted to hurt each other. Great days were had. Everybody died. Well, also the history is going to... Well, it's intelligent. I don't know what that is, but can I do this for... Oh, the Abwehr. Yes. Yes, please, let's become the Abwehr. Which just means defense, basically. Now, we have this. Do we get any bonuses? We get actually any bonus here. Ah, right. This is efficiency cap. Okay, let's raise the efficiency cap because we actually get a bonus. Making that faster. It's a nice game, but I really don't know how I'm going to, you know, fill the void here. Mostly because I don't know what you can actually do with the void, you know? I mean, I could make it even faster, but I kinda assume I'm going to miss shit. I would really like to get some... How does it look with our operations? How much do we have? We have plus of 92 light tanks. That's not gonna be enough, is it? What do we have here? The Bulgarian government supports the EMRO. Earlier today, the Bulgarian leader Boris III publicly announced that the government will seek to negotiate with Ivan Mikhailov, one of the most important chiefs of the International Macedonian Revolutionary Organization. Wow. The cessation to facilitate between the MRO and the Bulgarian authorities. According to the Minister of Interior Affairs, Bulgaria needs to cooperate, blah blah blah, to liberate the many Bulgaria, Macedonia living in Yugoslavia and Greece. A bold statement that will undoubtedly reignite the Balkan conflict. Again, for fuck's sake, the Balkans will never have peace if this continues. Seems that the Balkan conflict is going to reignite. Well, it always does. That's the fucking Balkans. I don't think the Balkans have ever enjoyed any long time of peace, honestly. And I'm not even trying to make this sound worse than it actually is. It is quite literally the case that the fucking Balkans have never ever managed to be somewhat peaceful. Now, can I, like I do in... Yes, I can. I can justify a war goal. Just now we are in Danzig. The war goes to 50 political power and lasts 250 days. Okay. I actually need to save a bit on my political power. Wait, decisions. That needs less than 20 support from Zentrum. Because right now they have precisely 20% popularity. So if I get 150 points in political power, I would, technically speaking, be able to just immediately ban one of them and get rid of them. Oh yeah, that's how you change the conscription laws and stuff. I mean, technically, export focus is basically what Germany is good at. Partial mobilization, early mobilization. Civilian economy, war economy. I mean, we would kind of need to have a war for that. And yeah, basically how the game is actually progressing is tension. Lili Marlene. Nice song actually. Bit depressing, but you know. Now making actually a nice amount of power here. Although the Rhineland costs us. The United Kingdom dominates Dutch trade negotiations. Can't allow them to drift into the British sphere of influence. That's not going to waste my points if you're going to be like this, Britain. Oh no, I can already see Britain going like, well, no, we're gonna only invest in a few more points. Get a few more points. How long does it take to actually get the Rhine? Remilitarization may be reversed if you are confronted and back down. Yeah, hell no. Fuck you. France and other nations may respond with hostility. You don't say. We're breaking the treaties left, right and center. Of course they're gonna have a problem with it. Command agrees Dutch trade with Germany. So I'm going to very angrily look over at Amsterdam and go like, hey, hey. I think our first division's actually coming along. Second London Naval Treaty signed. Delegations from Britain, France, Italy, Japan and the US met in December of 1935. That's the renewal of the first London Naval Treaty, which restricted the number and size of cruisers and submarines. We're just producing submarines, we're fucking them over already. The ocean is quite heated over Italy's war in Ethiopia, and Japan is decided to be seen equal to Britain and the US. Which is true, Japan is actually investing an assload of money and resources into becoming an actual powerhouse. Negotiations now at an end, the signatory nations have agreed on limits to the size of battleships and aircraft carriers in the hopes of preventing another ruinous arms race. Oh boy. Such naivete, isn't it? Well, by means of those were the days. I think actually they don't really have the excuse that they didn't know better. They knew what a world war was at this point. They had just, you know, a few decades earlier. Well, technically 2 decades earlier, but you know, suffered one. So you can't just come with the excuse like, we didn't know better. You knew better. Okay, I actually want to have a commander here. And, Rommel. War hero, armor officer. Yeah, we don't have any armor yet, so that's not really useful for me, I'm sorry to say. Panzer leader. We have many good leaders actually for panzers. But we don't have any panzers though. Cavalry officer. Yeah, that's not going to help me. An infantry officer. Okay. Erwin von Witzleben and a cavalry officer. Okay, and you can have apparently currently leading 22 divisions and is capable of efficiently leading 24. I think we can go over, but we're getting some nonsense out of that. Now, I kind of want to have at least a few armored divisions in every bloody... Oh, it's a SS-Verfügungstruppe. A SS troop. And let's not talk about the SS, shall we? That is going to end up making Germany very unhappy with me for some bloody mystical reaun. Units entrenched. Of course they are. They're sitting on the border like, you know, for a month at this point. I'm pretty sure it's 18 port actually. Just sitting there like, ah, yes, peace and quiet. Oh, what do we have here? Covered assistance in return of Bucky oil fields. Anti-communist groups in Manchuria are plotting against Joseph Stalin. Ho. They plan to overthrow the Bolsheviks with another civil war. Representatives from the group have approached us asking to help with covert military buildup. In return for future oil rights. Oil rights, you say? Did I mention that one of the bottlenecks for, you know, the Reich was its resources? Especially, you know, the fuel situation. We technically speaking at the end of the war had to abandon more tanks because we didn't have any fuel for them than, you know, because they were actually destroyed. That sounds very good. We should even send some military advisors. The German Reich will help build military industry in preparation for civil war in the Soviet Union. In return, the German Reich will receive resource rights to the Baku oil fields after the Soviet Civil War is over. 2 army leaders will go to fight for the opposition during the Soviet Civil War. I would say we're going to go all in here. The chips are down, and I want to see Joseph Stalin go very far away. Good reasoning. That guy is kinda creepy. Also, let's start training a fucking Panzer division. I'm going to regret making that decision because that's probably going to screw my logistics. Yeah. Just a little bit though. Just a little bit. Woohoo, we have created the Abwehr. Now, how do my Abwehr work? Yeah, any branch upgrades? And then I can get shit. We try to assume the role of civilian, the enemy, blah blah blah, gathering intelligence on enemies and just economy, army department, naval department, air force. Passive defense, counterintelligence, that sounds good. Anti-partisan, rooted resistance mission effects. Invisible ink. Some cool things here. Localized training centers, commando training, prom department. Ooh, we can use decryption and stuff. That sounds useful. I mean, Germany did have that whole Enigma thing going on. That was something very impressive, mind you. How can we deal with this nonsense? Technically, we just would need to up our production of infantry equipment and, well, tanks. So basically, those two would need to go up as high as we possibly can get them. But yeah, as long as we're producing actual divisions, this is going to be a continuous deficit. I don't think we can actually produce enough. I mean, we are building factories bit by bit by bit. We're just not getting there yet. It's gonna take a while longer. We're using, yes. So basically, the idea is you're using your civilian factories to produce consumer goods and deal with special projects and trade goods, of course, but also just to, you know, build up things, which is understandable. So right now we are using our manpower, our civilian manpower, to build big factories to produce big equipments, big lines of equipments. I also think you can... Well, the Rhineland is now remilitarized, and so we shall use the West Wall. Was that the one? Blah 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 Württemberg. Moselland at 12 and French border. 20 defensive allows to the blah blah hold the border with fewer men, freeing up divisions to participate in other potential eastern maneuvers. Yeah, basically Württemberg and Moselland get land forts each. Just to give you a reminder, those are those two. Now, technically speaking, Württemberg is in a very defensible position from France because, you know, there's just the smartest bit of water in the way you want to pass over. The Moselland, however, is well, it is, you know, hard to defend, basically. You kind of want to have, you know, have something there. Just the smartest little bit of things. Protective things, like forts. We can once again modify our officer corps. Oh, we also have an S-lot of political power. I see. So if I were to now go like anti-communist chick raiding, will he actually lose? What do we have here? Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory, close to the French border, in clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. Oh, we are such bad boys. The local population cheered the German soldiers on, while the diplomatic reactions from France and Britain have so far been muted. There's no more than the Germans walking into their own backyard, a political commentator in Britain observes. It is German territory, yes. We're basically really just walking into our own fucking backyard and we're like, eh, just mine, always has been. Now then, if you actually fall below the 20% mark, I'm going to ban you. Yes. Do it. Fall. I want you to fall, KPD, nobody likes you. Yes, you have fallen. And as such, yes, now we can ban communism. Bam. Communism has been banned. It has now 0. I sure think you will not be missed, communism. I sure think so. Now we need to deal with the Centrum, which have gained now some power. Yugoslavia recognizes the Soviet Union. Yugoslavia, even more stoically than other nations, has for years refused to recognize the communist state that is the Soviet Union. With today's announcement that the government of Yugoslavia will henceforth establish official relations with the Soviets, this policy has at last come to an end. Whether this means an opening the Yugoslav state to communist influence remains to be seen, but the tone of the announcement was surprisingly cordial. Oh god, the Bolsheviks are everywhere. That's an old statement, and an old fear. Everybody had a bit of a problem with that idea. Like, yeah, we don't want to have Bolsheviks in our backyard. Now, let's look at our armies once more. Okay, so you have... Well, I mean you have 3 armored divisions and 1 mobilized, motorized? Motorized is the word I'm looking for. So you would need 1 more and 1 more infantry division to get the full 24, and then you'd be good. Which leaves my little Czechoslovakia army. We have armor. It's always armor, isn't it? And we have more people there, infantry and old guard. Next entrenchment. I don't know if that is actually good because you're going to be moving, but the Blaskowitz. You know what? Blaskowitz can go to Czechoslovakia. Because that seems fitting. That name sounds... well, somewhere outside. Jodl? No, where were we? You have nothing to offer, Felix Steiner. I'm not impressed. Don't we have anybody else who's just... yeah, we have Friedrich Schulz, who is just good for infantry. You're not going to see much more than infantry, mind you. All the way up there. Sorry to say, but it's basically how it's gonna be. I think we can actually let it run. Its 3 speed is actually rather comfortable. I can just sit here, you know, and look around at things. Not get overwhelmed by certain things. Now then, we have support artillery, we have... Leichte Minenwerfer. We're getting some support equipment for my infantry dudes. Okay, so now we actually get a penalty to our science of... because we're ahead of time. I see. Might be a good idea to invest into something else then for a bit, so we don't get, you know, held back by the penalties. Logistics, what would that give me? Inserted support networks and leveraged minimized waste. It would be kinda useful, especially in areas where the supply usage is horrible. Like, I don't know, the Soviet Union, for example. Also minus the fuel usage. Would be nice. Do I want to invest in armor though? Now that we're actually starting to build one. I think it's actually better to go for artillery for the moment, because I do want to actually get the get them into, you know, some artillery. Okay, like this we would have a combat width of 20. I'm assuming that's the good one. Magical number, I don't know, I'm hoping. Units with this template receive equipment before anyone else wants deployed in it. Highest priority. Units for the best man and where they can do the most good. Well, you are the default. Or you're gonna be the default. We use a little less in the infantry equipment, but we use a lot more in the way of artillery, of course. Manpower goes down a bit, soft attack goes up, hard attack, air attack is still 0, defense goes down, breakthrough goes up though. Breakthrough is probably nice, piercing to the target's armor value allow you to do more damage. I mean, we will probably meet some armored enemies at some point. Combat wife. When there's a total variety, you can fit 4 divisions with fires of 20. Reliability. Goes down a bit. Supply use goes up a bit. Suppression, which is best local resistance. Organization indicates combat readiness and there's no organization can fight. We lose some of that. Strange represents how much damage this unit will suffer before it is destroyed. Yeah, we haven't yet managed to get the other things. But I do kinda like that. Especially because we're using now more artillery. Also means that, yeah, now we need to... Oh god. Yeah. Suddenly we have a deficit of... Oh boy. Basically. That might not have been the wisest choice I have ever made, because right now we are... That means we are getting fucked over when it comes to artillery. We need to start producing a lot more artillery. Suddenly and mystifistically. Well shit, the Mayfield builds are due. Actually, let's pressure the Dutch again. And let's do some anti-democratic raids. Yes. That should help me reduce the central. I want the central to go away and they have like 30%. I don't like that. See, people singing about how happy they are. Isn't that nice? Oh, I can't really do anything about that. How does it look with my... well... Okay, let's actually give you high priority and you high priority. I think I want to have more divisions first and, you know, reinforce them slowly over time. Oh, Western Poland once again getting supply fucked. Demanded supplies 0, Division 1, 002. Railway Botanics, Königsberg to Allenstein. Upgrade railways, queue up upgrade railway botanics on the pass. Oh then. Build Sphinx. Now then, we have crypto stuff going on. And cryptology +1, decryption power. Machine assisted decryption. Machine assisted encryption. Also called the fucking Enigma machine. That kind of fucked us in the ass, because we relied on that too heavily. Own intelligence. Yeah, let's go for that. An operative can be recruited. Enemy operative intel extraction rate. Seducer. Sure. No enemy ciphers being decrypted. Come up to your country as a description target. Great Britain? I think actually Great Britain would be a good goal. It's going to take 960 days. Oh boy. That's a lot of time. And we're gonna have a bit of a problem soon because we're gonna have to pay on our Mirfu bills. Don't want to pay. If I were to cancel them, still wouldn't change the fact that we have to pay. That's a problem. Slowly but surely we are whittling away the centrum. They surely disappeared soonish. Now I do wonder if at some point in time I will actually see a war. Because, well, So far we have been sitting here for like an hour and we have ordered some troops. And you can already tell it's a paradox here because everything takes bloody fucking forever. Okay, let's make it even faster at 4 speed. I'm relatively sure I will miss a lot of stuff, but let's just be quick with our pause button, I suppose. Otherwise we're going to sit here for fucking ever. Basic machine tools we have now. What do we get? Concentrated industry, that is the dispersed one. Max factory in the state, factory output plus 15, dockyard output plus 15. Production efficiency, wind tension, factory output, yada yada. Sure, go for it. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. Do we want to demand again? Yes, we want to demand again. I want to have at least 2, you know. Be 2 in front of the fucking Brits. Because, you know. It's like, oh no, that's you. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna pay so much money. Money. Ouch. Promissory notes. It was a good idea. It worked very well. I mean, mostly because we, you know, didn't really have much of a chance. Military High Command, who can I get? I can get an anti-submarine. Oh, that's great. Submarine detection. I don't think that's much of a thing we need to worry about. Okay, construction. Have we built those railways yet? Do we have not? Let's do this now. Kinda want to get this out of the way. Railways is 4% complete. Factory output, blah blah. Construction speed, output from 4 factories is 20. Limited exports plus 5%. Achieved events. Okay, that gives me even more. Cryptology. Decryption power. I kinda need that if I want to have this done at some point because, well, you know, 900 days plus. Gonna take too long. There's currently no spymaster. Well, it sucks. Guess it sucks to be me. Is this going to be now here the whole fucking time? Going like, you can get. Yes, I know I can get the anti-submarine. Don't know why I would want that though. Okay, we now have a field hospital and. What would actually I get from that? Recovery rate, supply, initiative, more organization from a signal committee. I mean, at some point I kind of would like to have, you know, maintenance company, maintenance, repair, and overhaul, liable. Companies dedicated to this will ensure that it's given appropriate attention. Ah, there are many great things that I would really like to have here. And it's kind of my problem, isn't it? Engineering research B plus 4. Yep. Yes, yes, please. Yeah, it would take too long. It's just too far away. Maintenance would be nice. I don't want to, you know, put too much into there because, well, it's going to end up fucking me over, isn't it? Let's go for it. I want to have an armored train. I want to have a bloody armored train that shoots giant fucking bullets all over the place and gets annihilated by fucking airplanes because it can't move. Highly impractical, but you know, it looks cool. And that's all about the plot things. I mean, so far, the world has been surprisingly peaceful. I mean, yeah, you know, apart from Turkey going like crap. And we are kind of planning a bit of a... an attack here. do wonder what's gonna happen with Japan and China. Actually, how many... Can I see the fascists? How many fascists are in the world? No, not that many actually. I can guarantee your independence. I don't want to. Honestly, I think we should safely stay out of most of the trouble and just wait for a bit until things take a turn for the better. Quote unquote. Oh boy, it really takes bloody forever to build this up though. Yes, you're the one who gets one more Hornshot division and one more infantry division, then you're actually full, and technically speaking we could then use you. Wait for West Wall. To make absolutely sure that France knows we don't like you at all. At Ostwall construction, which grants place landforts against the Dnieper River to the Baltic, each of the following states that are fully controlled by your faction. I don't control many of those. And yeah, no, we also don't control many of those. It doesn't seem like a sensible choice right now. Infrastructure construction speed, railway construction speed. Yes, but no. We can befriend Japan. Oh yeah, we can do the Anschluss of Austria. Because we need actually to have a big army for that. And yeah, no, that's going to take a while, isn't it? Yep. Army innovations, army experience plus 10, reduction cost for land training, chief of army. I think let's try to befriend Japan. Mostly because I would like to have, you know, my Animu, and I would have liked that delivered directly into the Führer's bunker. Where I can watch it in peace and, you know, quiet. That would be a very different impression, like, why? My Führer, why we need ally with Japan? Well, you see, in the near future I will develop a new art form called Animu. I would very much like to get my hands on it, so, you know, establishing connection early. I knew it. All along the Führer was a weep tart. He just couldn't let it out because there was no... Well, there was quite literally no way to let it out. There was nothing there for it. Must be a sad, sad existence. More description. We need more. Oh, look at that. We actually get somewhere now. It's taken still over a year, but we're getting somewhere. Very, very slowly, but we're getting somewhere. I do like that you actually get some night-day cycle going on here. It's like, look how fast the days pass. It is not even the fastest mode. Oh, my little units. How are you feeling on this fine day? Actually, my Panzer division, can I edit that one? If I take one away, I would have a combat width of 10. It's not bad, but it's also not good. Oh, we can actually get the field hospital now. Right, I kind of forgot about it. So before we play around with you, let's edit the infantry division and give them the fucking field hospital. Just make sure you don't die, please. What do we have here? Oh yeah, the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world. The 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. Ooh. The games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second, with 24. That's huge margin. 4 of those were won by Jess Owens, the single most successful athlete of the games. Which on the best side of the world. Carol IV world, because we are now very good. I think actually you can get this event the other way around, where you end up failing somewhat horrible, because there's of course a bit of randomness in here. Like when you actually plan the Anschluss in the game, it's like, well, it could work, you know. But I'm not gonna say that it actually will. I have listened to this song a million times at least. Mostly because I actually watched a few games that the Tech Boy played on this one and sound. So let's just say some of these songs I have quite literally yet a fucking million times at this point.
Ihre Befehle?
Now, one of you joins with him. That is more than enough. And the other one joins with the... You know, the special troops. The ones all the way over in Western Poland. Like very low supplies. Well, you don't say. You're sailing on water. Of course you wouldn't have much in the way of supplies. What does construction say? We have built up this a bit. Damn it. Don't expect to understand. And we did build this up, you know. I don't think it's going to... Actually, how much do you get? I don't get it. Well, at least they're doing some training. No. Yes, do it. On the other side, you know, the Poles are like, what the fuck are the Germans doing in their little island? Well, as you can see, we are, you know, doing some jumping jacks, doing some good old-fashioned training. I have a problem with the other watch.
Ihre Befehle?
What else do we have? Well, partly the build-up has been done. Let's hope that we actually get some nice civil war going on the Soviet Union. That would be very much pleasing to me. Mostly because that actually takes one of my biggest, you know, enemies out of the game for a while. Has researched mechanical computing. Then we can get that. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. Guess we can go for a bit more, you know, defense. I mean, it's kind of cute, you know, just sitting here and seeing things happen. But all of this build-up is going to kill me at some point, because I actually want to do something, you know. Something efficient, something murderous, something nice. I also want to make sure that we stay on the good side of the Dutch. It's not those fucking red bongs going like me. I would like that. Well, at least our anti-democratic raids work. Jesus, I'm uttering a lot of phrases nowadays that probably would get me in prison, isn't it? Germany. Actually, do you want to know why you have to, you know, live with this sort of flag thing? That is actually because, well, according to German law at least, that games are usually classified as toys. And you can't very well, you know, bring any educational need for displaying swastikas into a toy. Which makes it a lot harder to display that shit. Which mighty, you will get banned. Consumer good factories, weak stability, factory output. Nah, let's not do this. We can more... Actually, as I over already. That's not good. We need more anti-democratic raids, I'm sorry to say. We have to do it. Because the Centrum still has 24% and we kinda need to get rid of that. I want to get rid of everything and then just be, you know, just me. Industry, concentrated industry, resource gain efficiency. That could be nice because then we could maybe stop trading shit. I don't really like to trade, you know, for my resources. I would very much like to not do it. Imported 8. Need 4. Why do we export 1? I mean, seriously, that's a good question. Why would we export it if we can't actually fucking, you know, fulfill our own demands? That's idiotic. Seems like, no, that's just absolutely how it should be. Apparently. Fucking rubber, though. And what cucked you out of your victory? Well, rubber. Well, shit. This is not good now, is it? And will we get our armored division at some point? We will. Our one single armored division shall be around soonish. Oh boy. Well, you know... Oh, we actually get... Let's see if we can actually get, you know, the Japanese on our side. Now, I would very much like to do the Anschluss, but I don't have the manpower. Which means, since we also can't do that, what actually can we do? We can get some army innovations, some air innovations. You know, resource production is probably not a bad idea, honestly, considering how the long term is going to be. Oh, Zentrum, you going down? You're going down. Maybe we could just imprison him and be like, well, you go now. No, I guess that would probably, you know, change the future for the worst. Just a little bit. Can you believe it? It's still just, you know, 1936. We're just sitting here like, huh. This takes time, doesn't it? Why am I not surprised? Wow. Well, my logistics say we are still screwed, but we're producing actually enough infantry equipment for the moment. Might actually be a good idea to, you know, put this back a little bit. And probably start producing a few more of those. Now we have the interwar. Ah, 15 centimeter. I want to. I don't think we can reasonably afford that. How does it look with Mars submarines? Which one is that actually? 940 submarine hull. It doesn't tell me which one. And there are quite a few actually. If I do this, they're just going to get motherfucking nonsense going on again, aren't they? Okay, even if it's a bit beforehand, let's actually start on that one. Let's see then if Japan wants to befriend us. I guess in the near future we shall improve our relationships a bit more with the Japanese. Oh look, there's my little tanky. Vroom vroom, vroom vroom over to Poland. Make sure you're ready. What do the Poland's actually have on the border? They have, well, cavalry. Wow. And infantry. We have tanks. Mightily, mightily. Honestly. Okay, I will now allow you to train, but that's going to probably eat my fuel. Yeah. That eats fuel like a bitch. I'm kinda not surprised because all of my tanks, of course, are also, you know, exercising. Panzer 1. Why do we still have Panzer 1? That's not fucking... That's basically a fucking tractor. An armor tractor, to be fair, but still, you know, it's basically a fucking tractor. Okay, do we want the Czechoslovakia army or the second Poland army with more tanks? Honestly, I think Czechoslovakia army needs that more. Poland is big, but it's not that dangerous, honestly. At least from what I can say. A linguist. Increased chance to acquire target nationality on completion of an... Oh, sure. Don't even give a... Actually, can I send you somewhere else? Maybe I will go to West Midlands. Retail in an area. Quick to drop a nuclear bomb. Yeah, that sounds nice. But how do you defending against subversive protects on our homeland? But how do I... Okay, that's how I do it. Root out resistance, control trade, diplomatic pressure. Then I controlled nation to prefer your faction and non-aggression pacts. Player nations will get tightened restrictions to join the factions. Let's see if we can't get those two bitches on my western side to, you know, comply. I'm sure they are going to be happy, and I'm going to be happy because I don't have to deal with them anymore. Zentrum, are you finally... We're getting close. More preferred treatment for the German trade. And then, soon, we shall ban democratic parties. We shall reign supreme as fascists. So far, my plan has gone well. Well, that is because we are not at war yet. I'm kinda... very much afraid of when it's time to actually go to war. Because that's going to come. I mean, it's inevitable. But at least we have an asshole lot of class... well, it's actually type 7 classes. U-boats. Not nearly enough to be, you know, a threat to the major players of the seas like, you know, the Brits, but... let's just say we could probably beat the Soviet Union, because they are also shitty on sea. I was putting it nicely, honestly. Still though, those there are some losses. Is it the fucking things again? Yeah, it's the fucking mofo builds again. Ugh. Let me say it like this. This will hunt us now for the rest of eternity, basically. We could get that, but no, let's actually wait and save our points, because I really, really, really want to get rid of the Zentrum. I don't even know why. It's not that it's actually threatening me, because there's no election, so it's not like they can get voted into power or anything. Still, you know, it does feel kind of wrong to just sit here and be like, well, yeah, let's I don't know, sit around approaching the darkness. Oh, to be fair, that actually is a politician that actually had balls. Quite a lot of them, actually. Big ones. Massive ones. Department of Air Intelligence will be a useful branch of agency responsible for infiltrating the enemy air force and gathering intel on enemy aircraft movement. Blueprint stealing, portable radios, visible ink. Anti-partisan sounds nice. Cryptology level +1. Yes, that would be nice. Nice, we actually got a train, which means we can now go for the Dora. Ooh, I can get a 3D model. Look at it. Doesn't this look cute? I mean, it's a giant fucking gun on a railway. Ah. Yes, please. Now, if only Conrad Adenauer could, you know, stop being around. Let's actually go to max speed for this. What? Oh, right! Fuck, hell, I had actually forgotten about this. It's time for the fucking Civil War, isn't it? Which means, historically speaking, we should actually get involved. Oh, you don't look... You look like a fucking pedophile, my friend. But, well, I guess... Can't help your looks now, can you? Volunteers. You have 0 divisions as volunteers forces, and your maximum total limit is 2, limited by your number of divisions. Okay, so I can send you 2. Do we have 2 elite units somewhere? No, you're not elites. You're just normal infantry, but... Now let's wait until they recuperated a bit. Recuperating now. And we're gonna send them down to our friends, our new friends, the nation is Spain, the Junta Militar. Let's send our volunteers. 5 divisions, no army, 3 divisions. How do we have 5 divisions with no army? Oh, that's why. You got all the tanks you needed, right? Yes. Actually, let's... Why not use this? That means you have not. And you just need to have 4 slots open for, you know, later days. Now. Let's try this again. Nicht. And volunteers. 2 divisions. Rabam. will allow volunteer force. Well, of course they will. Why wouldn't they? Now the centrum is at 20, 13, 28, 23. Nice. The Hermann Göring Werke. There's so many nice things here. But let's start with enemy innovations for the moment, and
Achtung!
you go over to the other way. Finally. Ban democratic parties. Boom. No Zentrum anymore. Go and screw yourself, people. We are now 100% NSDAP. Well, I never thought I would say this and actually be happy about it. Surprising how the world works sometimes, isn't it? You're just gonna be like, I have a anti-submarine guy. Don't you want an anti-submarine guy? No, I actually don't. I'm quite happy with what I have. Now, I do think that my 24 divisions alone should be more than enough to deal with Poland of all things, but I don't really wanna... how do I want to do this? That's the question, isn't it? Difficult. I mean, I'm not playing Iron Man, so I guess I could... What do we have there? The Helks 10. It has followed. Well, thank you very much. I was actually not expecting that. I was just sitting here and going like, do I want to save my game and try to go to war with Poland just so you know, do some Reiki things? Yes. Yes. Well, well, well. Well indeed. Well met in this case, particularly. How do I declare war in this game? I probably need a war goal, don't I? If I say I want to conquer... Oh, I don't know. How about Danzig? Because Danzig and Königsberg will always be German. Isn't it right, little kitty? Yes, yes. Even the kitty's like, what? Danzig? Yes, let's take Danzig. So... It's the target of a foreign war goal. So can I now declare war? No war goal to justify. I have no idea what to do in this game too. Well, yeah, I've quite literally played precisely one game beforehand. I have quite literally not much of an idea. But it's fun, so far. I've seen some very historical, inaccurate things as soon as I set the AI to being a bit more random, which is fun. And the game itself is pretty fun because you can, you know, sit there and go like, oh yeah, there was that little civil war in Spain, wasn't there? It has just started, you know? Okay, so how long does it actually take? Ah, okay, that needs progress. I see, I see. Ah. Some of these, especially I played the tutorial for this one, I was like, okay, this was short, it didn't tell me shit, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do apart from make a division, set a front line, and give it an offensive order, basically. Get it. So what else do I need to know? Like, where is it even? Like, all of this nonsense. I have no idea what that is, you know, supposed to do for me. But well, I guess I'm just gonna play around with it a bit more. I never claimed to be good at it. I mean, the title says it all, I quite literally have no idea what I'm doing. But you know, at least one thing is for sure. For the moment, the Reich is safe. Very important thing. For the moment, I'm just basically waiting for what to... Don't ask me anyway. Yeah, I am I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this. Enjoy nationalist Spain going like, well... Oh. So now we have divisions down here. Where are my divisions? Pretty sure I sent you some.
Ihre Befehle.
Why the... How do you...
Zuhören.
How did they manage to end up here? For the love of God. Doesn't make much sense. Okay. Let's actually make you into an army and give you a guy. How about an infantry guy, considering that we just have 2 units of infantry? That would maybe... Yes, you, Wilhelm Ritter von Lieb. You shall be the leader of a whole 2 divisions of people. Now, what would be a sensible war goal to set here? I'm thinking... They have too many cities to the other side, don't they? I'm thinking first we're going to go up here.
Ausrücken!
Yeah, Madrid. I mean, we can try, but I don't think we can actually break through their front line. That looks like a clusterfuck in the making. I mean, sure, we can try. Calm down here, my little ones. We shall give you a... shotgun? Completely sensible. Yeah, like 2 divisions breaking through, taking Madrid in storm and holding that position until, you know, Dash Spain has finally started getting shit done. That sounds very reasonable. Let's see what the AI actually says to my plan. The plan is considered to be risky. Well, it's an understandable statement. That plan is risky, but, well, that nobody said that the Germans didn't try their hardest to, you know, fuck over Spain. And usually we just try to fuck over, you know, the French, which is partially what has always worked rather well. Then they fuck us over with, you know, stuff like the Treaty of Versailles and other such necessities. But alas, we shall now find out just how badly fucked we would be if we try this. Would very much like to know, you know, just how many assholes are here. The government cipher school. We're doing some cool things here. And where are my divisions? Yeah, we're in spy mode again, aren't we? I love how the game always changes to fucking spy mode whenever something happens with my spies. Like, you know, I got something and it's like, well, you want to look at your spies? Nope, I actually don't. I wanted to look at my little divisions. Could you please arrive? We need some information, some intel. Okay. What do they say to my plan? Actually, this looks somewhat reasonable. It's impressive. Do I want to wait? Honestly, I kinda want to wait until they're actually prepared. That sounds a lot better than just, you know, going in there. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, another one. It's over it. Sin boy. Well, great, a Soviet. Best necked in. And do not look at this. This is just the rank. But hey, nonetheless. Okay. Are you people actually, you know, doing anything, or are you just going to sit there? Ah, not much. I'm looking at this and trying to understand what is happening or not happening and why. Like this. Pretty sure I told you to do something. Would you like to, you know... Do you wish me to tell you to just go there? State it. Would you please, my friends? Just run. Okay. We're currently winning. The battle will apparently last over a year. That's not good. What is the problem? Panzer solution, my friend. Indeed. The most noble of all beasts, the Panzer, is always a solution. But sadly, we only have 2 infantry divisions. I'm not doing shit. I mean, they do shit, but at that rate they're going to be doing shit for a fucking year. That's not going to work out now, is it? Ah, I see problems. I see problems in the near future. I kind of want to look away. You know, look back at the Reich and be like, ah, yes, the Reich is at peace. Completely ignore this. But I can't. Now, how is this going to play out? Are we actually going to break through at some point? No, we're fucking losing, aren't we? Okay, wait, are you buzzing out now? What the fuck? There's some strange things going on here. Encircle him if you push it. Well, apparently I'm not even able to just, you know... Another one had the idea of just going for Madrid, and I'm trying to, but it seems a bit problematic to just get through one single duty. Okay, this just looks horrible. I'm so tempting to just, you know, zoom out and look somewhere else, like the German theater. Looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm assuming this has to do with the reinforcements, yeah, of the nationalists, isn't it? Probably those people. Well, at least we're getting stuff done in the meantime. That's good. Oh yeah, machine-assisted encryption. Enigma machine, anyone? Can't do that because we don't have the machine computing yet. Okay. Anti-partisan. That's also something the... I don't want to have some, you know, Polish resistance once they have taken Poland. That would be annoying. Yeah, sure. Feel free, I don't run away. Wouldn't know where. Quite happy where I am. Even if my little friends here do not prove to be the most... Let's actually make this faster again and see if they actually will break through at some point, or if this is going to be an endless run. Because it seems like it. Come on, bear people. I believe in you. Are we actually getting some army experience out of that though? Yep, I'm pretty sure we are actually getting some army experience out of that. So I hope. But it's at least worth something. Army innovations. Then we... yeah, no, we don't have the army still a bit too... A treaty with the USSR. More research for armor technology. Yeah, sure. Let's prevent the commies. That's totally not going to... Actually, no, we can go for the... Is that actually a focus? Wait, I need to see this. Yes, it is. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact is actually a focus thing. Yes, that is good. That is very good for us. It means we can screw the Soviets over again. Good times were had by everyone. Apart from, you know, the normal Soviet farmer who kinda always ends up being fucked. But that's just normal. Okay, is this at some point going to... I mean, there should be some sort of solution. Either we retreat or, you know, the enemy is lead. We're kind of not getting anywhere. I have a distinct feeling. Equipment conversation speed. Then we have factory output plus 15. I mean, it's kind of cool. Then we have construction speed, factory repair speed. Actually, let's get that because it's actually having a nice bit of bonus. Oh, we have doctorates. But can I get the superior? I am supposed to. My template, I don't think I have changed much with that, honestly. It's basically the standard one. I have no idea how to change that efficiently. Without, you know, producing either something that is very, very, very big and costs me much in the way of resources that I don't have. Let's get that. Why not? And is in inventory. Yeah, wait a second. I can show you. Where is it? It is. Basically, I have this, you know, I've given him some artillery because artillery is kinda cool. And from Panzer, I think I haven't really changed much because I didn't have any points, and I don't have any points because I just spent them. Well, shit. Let me just get a few more points. Then we can change it around. If you have a good idea, do feel free to let me know. I'm quite happy with that. Get radio. And also, I want to have, you know, a giant gun on rails, because that's fucking awesome. Maybe for artillery somewhere. Okay. Whoop. This. Some more infantry, you say? Yeah, how much would that actually cost? Yeah, at the moment it would already cost 20, which I don't have. Okay, let's save up 20 of the army thingies and then make use of them. We shall very soon see how this works out. I mean, they are still running. I'm very much proud of them. They've been running like, you know, a month or so at this point. Not really with any sort of result, but they're trying their bestest. I give them that much. You know, at some point you might want to, yeah. That would actually probably be a good idea, wouldn't it be? Yeah, we can just redo a little front line, maybe here. That sounds like a reasonable way over to spearhead. Yeah, let's just go with the things we know. They are not really, you know, very impressed by what's happening. Oh shit, France and Britain announced an alliance. You're calling upon the bonds forged during the Great War. Against whom, I wonder? France has requested a formal alliance with Britain, citing unspecific threats. Unspecific threats, you say? Can't be me, because I'm incompetent, not a threat at all. Today the requests were approved by the British Parliament and France has joined the Allies. Whoa. We need to get like cornered rats. Yeah, but please don't forget that that also means we are fucked. Actually, are we are still producing units, so when are we actually going to get some of those? Soonish. You, my friend, have... I think I actually want you to stop training because it's actually costing me a lot of fuel with your armored divisions. You need armored divisions, and a lot of them. And you just need everything because you're fucked. Oh, joined my Discord? Yeah, it's very nice of you. Ain't you even following? Jesus Christ. You're doing a lot of things at the same time, my man. But yeah, feel free. Thank you very much. It's always appreciated. Well, let's not speak that aloud because that is going to get me in trouble in Germany. Well, the Führer speaks against Poland. Does Poland belong to the Polish? No. Let us ask yourself a better question. Does the future belong to the Polish, or does it belong to the German Reich? Hitler's speech today suggests that the German Reich is on the path to war. Political tensions have been building over the past month. It seems the German people are coming to accept the war as inevitable. Of course they are. The future belongs to Germany. Of course it does. The Reich needs to rise. I mean, I do have some nice people at their borders, and I have even more people at the border. I need more people up here though, otherwise this is not going to work out. But the good thing is, we are getting more people. Whoop. We shall build up a few people. I would like to get more armored divisions, but honestly, I can't produce tanks enough. We are just talking light tanks. Do I want to add another unit? I mean, I want to. On the side? Oh yeah, there's one. You need some advice? Sure. Sure, you can give me some advice. Do feel free. I do like myself some advice. I do need to kind of watch though my time because I'm kind of running out of it. Work doesn't wait, and it has been quite a while since I started this. Go there. I at least, you know, want to attack the fucking Polish people. Where were you supposed to be? Yes. Give me a second. I'm not good at multitasking. As you can quite clearly tell. See that. Okay, now I should be able to move outside. Yeah, without the fucking window moving. Where the fuck did I put Discord? Yeah, did I put Discord? Oh, now it should work. Yeah. Let's see if it actually works. Of course not.
Okay, hey.
I hear something, but I don't hear... Why don't I hear myself? I mean... On one hand that's good, but on the other hand that's not good.
No, I mean I hear from Twitch.
Yeah, I imagine so. Why am I not on the Discord thing. Give me a second. I'm confused. Well, that would explain it. Which one's the right one? You are the right one, aren't you? Oh, now it should work. Yes. It works. Jesus.
So my okay, so first of all, we need to do some Anschluss, Czechoslovakia,
Give me a second. Need to play around with my music a bit because it's getting a bit loud. Now I should be able to hear you. No.
Okay, so first of all, if you want to attack Poland, then you need to, can you switch in Poland? So I can see.
The Anschluss in
Land of Poland. Poland. Spring thing.
Yeah, you did mention the Anschluss, right? That one. Yes.
Yes. I recommend, to first of all cut off dancing, so it's encircled. Destroy the infantry. It's easy as shit possible. It's easy as hell. Then you actually come through from south and north. It's near Warsaw, and then you just split every forces so they can put some fight. It's very easy.
Okay.
Just do it with panzers and fill gaps with.
So far so good. But I actually can't. Oh yeah, I can't do this because I don't have the manpower in the army yet. Yes. We need to recruit a few more people, I'd say. Just let me take an.
Or you can just do Zerg Rush and don't worry about manpower.
It would also be an option. Alright. But wait a second, didn't I do something with Poland? Yes I did. Have we actually... No, we have not. This is taking too long, isn't it? Can I actually make this faster? I don't think I can.
No, you need to just cut it near Warsaw and that's all. That's all you gotta do. Just push from Krakow and that's all.
The problem is I can't just, like in every other blade.
I can tell you this in Polish, so...
Polish?
Yeah, I know Polish, Russian, English.
Oh boy. One language I'm not very fluent at. Well, I could tell you...
Okay, so,
I can tell you lots of things in German.
I'm actually trying to study German in my class, but my teacher is that shitty, so I can go think.
Yeah, sure. Take your time. This is a bit annoying. I need more people. I need more materials. I need more. Oh god, I need to
just build some fabrics, or just steal it from everyone, like Austria, Slovakia.
The most easiest thing to do, get more production, would be to get the Anschluss done, so we have all of Austria's capabilities, and I get rid of that fucking penis in my side. Because that hurts the German Reich quite a bit.
We need to clean the mess in this Europe.
Indeed. Aha. It's actually nice that I can do it, the volume of my little music box there. It's nice. Actually, what are we building? Yes, we are building some factories. So we should slowly but surely get some more production, but it's not ever going to be enough, is it?
Can I see your light division template?
The division.
The tank.
The tank division. Panzerdivision.
Yeah, Panzerdivision.
Indeed.
Okay, so you can just add some more tracks and more panzers, so it can be more effective.
Just more light tanks or more of the motorized?
More motorized and I think 2 more light tanks, so you can go brr.
Light tanks. More lighting. We can do this, but no, we can't. We have no army experience.
You know, sending more troops to Spain will be a very good idea.
I think, yeah, that would probably not be a bad idea. My friends,
Also, I can help you. Okay, so I see. Okay, do they have any ports in the north? Your enemies have any ports?
the north, no,
Spain.
what do you mean here in good old Spain? Wait,
Okay, I change to Spanish for a second so I can, help you. Okay, see these two provinces near Valodino? I don't know.
Valencia?
No, it's east. No, it's west towards Burgos. West.
West.
There's that corridor small.
You mean this small little corridor here?
And you can just push it into provinces. There's you can just encircle them.
How is this going to work?
And I think they don't have ports, so you can just kill them all of. Yeah, kill all them. Just need to cut this flat and let it go.
So you mean the basic idea is basically to connect those two pieces?
Yeah, these two pieces, so it can be with a small corridor and then just push towards north. You can free up some forces to fight south.
Okay.
I see there's a small gap. There's that city. This boundary. There's a gap.
That one? Do you wanna do
Yeah,
lead?
this gap. Yes, this gap. And you just need to push it. I
Okay.
don't think there's much army, so
I mean, we can probably move our little guys up again. Somewhere up here.
because if you will push through mountains, you will most likely to get your divisions disappear.
I mean, at the moment they're not really doing much anyway, so it wouldn't be much of a loss.
Zeigt es ihnen!
Specifically talking.
You can call this Soviet
Ziehen
army
uns zurück!
in my name.
Soviet tactics, just throw men at it. At some point it will break. Well, either that or we will run out of men. Because we're not Soviets. We will actually run out of men.
No, we have million men, so we can waste it.
I mean, technically, yeah, we have a free manpower of 1.17 million. I don't even want to know how much the Soviet Union actually has, because, well, that's a scary thought.
No, we need to push it at all costs, no matter what. If we can push this, we are actually stuck. That's all we're gonna do.
For a moment, they're moving. It was a bit, like, why aren't they moving? Yeah, of course they aren't moving when I pause the game. That's surprising. No, they're my little people. Now, yeah, I kind of want to go
Ausrücken!
further.
And that's a rule. Never trust bots. Never. You need to do everything by yourself.
Well,
Trust bots.
that's how it sometimes is. You always have to do all the hard things by yourself. Sad as it is. Now then, I mean, look at him. He's just standing here smoking a cigarette instead of doing something useful for the Reich, the larger Reich.
You can just don't push through river because this is going to give some minus stats. Just push north of the river. You can easily pound. There's one division and you have to. You should probably push it. If it's. You see that river? You just need to stick to it and you can easily fight.
I mean, this river here, the one.
Yeah. You need to stay on north of it, so you can, so you don't have kind of stats when you crossing the river.
I mean,
Ihre Befehle?
we are north of it right now, like sitting smack dab above it.
Just take some, get some organization and just push it.
Okay, how does it look? Well, let's sit a second here then and see what happened. 40 organization, we're getting somewhere. Current fighting strength 50%, that's not much.
Do you have any planes? You know, air support and stuff? If yes, then you can just deploy them and try to push with them. Because planes in this game are OP. Like, if you have airport, yeah, you have one. Still. Even two, wow.
Do we have access to any of the air bases here? Don't think so.
Maybe.
Mostly because I don't think we're actually allied with the Spanish, we're just sending volunteers. Don't think they're going to take my planes into their air bases.
No, they're going to steal them. Like, you have deployed 1,000 planes and they are just like.
That's not. Let's just focus on my 2 little units. I mean, this little war effort down here is basically just playing around anyway. The main goal was always to just, you know, take the Poland.
Get some experience and...
Now then, we have, well, I mean, at least we have some organization now. We are still not feeling well. No supply from capital, well, that's nice. I guess we can try to get our ways down here.
Yeah, let's try it. Like, if you are fast enough, then you can just put these guys from 2 sides, so they have several menu stats, you know, like fighting in 2 places.
Let's see what happens. Let's
So
see.
if you don't push soon enough, then they are going to be like in hell. Like, they are just pushing like animals.
Yeah, let's actually, you know, go for it and see what happens. I mean, best case scenario, we're gonna get a nice little city and block a nice corridor off.
Okay, I see that we are pushing.
I mean, yes, we are winning in like a year. Now it's a bit less. We're getting closer to somewhere. Half a year? Yes, yeah.
We need to play it safe.
Ooh.
We can push this province, then we are
Giant
got
Finny!
the big gun.
It looks so cute.
Big chungus.
Yes, very much. The Dora. A very, 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 very big one. So
We are the
big.
explorer.
Yeah, but just even bigger than that. We would like to get, you know, more. That, but I don't think we can get that reasonably. We want better submarines, though. I wonder what.
Yes, submarines. If you can use us, this ship.
I mean, basically,
So
you,
OP, like, this is.
let me say it like this. Wait, where's my navy? There's my navy. We have been only producing submarines from the very start. That's all we are producing right now. Just submarines.
That's good, you know. If we need to, you know, attack Britain, then,
Yeah, I also thought it like, you know, I do know how Germany fared on the seas, the last historical time we tried that.
you also need to do some bombers, you know, because you need to bomb everything in the channel. If we want to push it, then we have to bomb the channel. That we have to do. Where my boys are stopped in advance because it's.
I think about if I can. There's no way I can get some plans down here in any reasonable shape.
At least we're getting army experience, that's all.
I mean, that's something. We can probably edit our templates soon if we will now continue doing this. Yes, let's deal with the commies, because the only thing we really want is, of course, the Ribbentrop Pact, which also requires to have more manpower and divisions. Well, great. Okay, game. What else do we have? We could get the Hermann Göring works, coal liquidation.
Do you have any, you know, like focus that can give you some fabrics?
Yeah, the Hermann Göring Werke gives me civilian factories. It doesn't. Großraumwirtschaft, infrastructure speed, which needs to align Hungary.
We need some military ones. This is possible.
Give me a second.
No, I think now you can just do Hermann Göring work.
The Hermann Göring Werke. Because why not name it after him? Of course you would. King Germany. Oh, Civil War has once again broken out in Russia. The provincial government leads the war against Joseph Stalin, and if the rebels are successful, we have a lot to gain. We promised him support. Gerd von Rundstedt and Walter Model are ready to go to the provincial Russian government. Help plan the war.
Russians. Revolutions are everywhere.
Well, that's okay, that's
Last Christmas, I gave you revolution.
again. It's revolution, then it's counter-revolution to counter-revolution to counter-revolution. Though this sucks. They have the shittiest part imaginable of all of Russia. The dead part. There's quite literally nothing here, I think.
You know, you can just, I don't know, pick some Japanese.
Let me take a look at the... we do have an air map. Can I see other people's air bases? I wonder. Nah. Well, can I? No. Okay. I would very much like to see how much air bases they have down here compared to, you know, up here. I'm pretty damn sure that would be making it obvious.
If we want to capture Russia, then we need to a lot of airfields, because if we want to capture them, we have to make some planes. Without planes, they can just zerg grass. Like they have more men than you have bullets.
Indeed, that is the only thing they have, but for the moment they're going to shoot themselves, so that's good. Well, rather unexpectedly, I kinda helped. The white forces have risen up against the Bolsheviks once more. Well, that is good, because who likes Bolsheviks anyway? The cause may have seemed lost, but over the last months here have been several reports of military build-up. The Soviet government immediately mobilized Red Army. Unsurprisingly, that Joseph Stalin would be not peacefully willing to go away. And once again, Russia is embroiled in civil war. The Western powers have shown no interest, which is a lie, because we have been kinda involved in that. I do like it. Oh shit. Hindenburg incident.
What about the organization? I don't see them punching through like my panels.
Yeah, the organization is... I mean, the organization is there, it's high. Well, the Hindenburg survived.
Okay, I think we need to at least change our plans a little. You see Bilbao? You see this? I think we can just encircle this if we are good enough.
Well,
Yes.
being good enough, eh?
If we can push this, we will push other sides. We are inflating down.
I mean, we are going to be winning in 2000. No, we are losing. We tried. Can you actually send more people? Because 2 divisions is a bit little.
This will be great if you could.
I can send 1 more.
5 divisions. Oh, you could get 5 divisions. I will be like.
I can send them 1 more. I mean, it's something. Or we select air volunteers to send the offer. Air volunteers. Send air volunteers.
Better 1 than nothing. Better than 1.
Yes, permission up to 100 planes. I can send planes. That's nice. Request permission for up to... Oh, no,
they're flying with balloons to bomb the...
Yeah, bombing runs with balloons. That was a great idea.
No, like real, OG guys from Elytra, from like dropping TNT on enemy line.
Actually, what does my production say? No, we're still in training, aren't we? It's gonna take a while. Because I would have liked if my secondary army up here, sitting on Poland, would have a bit more preparation done, but how far are we along? We're getting there. Just let me see how fast we're actually gaining on this.
Just stop the game so you know.
Yeah. Okay. US stays neutral, which is not surprising. I mean, it's a fucking US. What were you expecting?
We don't want war with the... We don't want
it. Not for war with them. I'm just happy that they stay out of our business. For the moment. Now, I have freed up 1 more, and you want to have 1 more. Change volunteers. A measly 1 more division. They're not gonna say no. No, of course not. How long is this?
We will need them, my friends. We will need them.
I kind of feel that too. I mean, this... they are still pushing, they are doing their best, but it's just, not something they can do on their own.
Okay, we need 20 army experience to upgrade. 6 more.
Well, you have to say one thing about them. I mean, they are really, really persistent. They have been doing this for quite a while. Still trying.
When they are pushing on you know, per beating, like
I don't need this. We already take care of everyone else, so let's demand more increased trade. Because, well, can't let the British take that from us now, can we? Do it. All of the fascist countries. We are not technically speaking fascist, though. National Socialists. Quite a nice little of a bit of a difference there. Should we have for once an S-load of infantry equipment plus? We should probably put our production into something else for once. Like, you know, trucks.
we can take some factories from infantry equipment, I don't know, like, to fabric, and put them into tanks or something like that.
Yeah.
Planes.
Hmm?
We need them.
Tanks do get priority. Let's see. What does my logistics say? Give them a moment to catch up and see. Well, no, we still have a nice production going on, but we're still very, very slowly.
Tanks. If we want to capture Poland, then we need tanks. We need a lot of them.
I mean, we are producing them. It's just, you know, take it forever. Level 3 have a production surplus of 2.4.
I don't know. If we can make 300 tanks a day, then we are good to go.
Easier said than done, I'd say. I mean, to be fair, on the Polish side, I see, you know, infantry and horses.
No,
That's not much.
No, they will attack our tanks with their horses.
I want to see them running their horses into my tanks. That
No, that's a myth in Poland. You know that when Germans attacked us in 1939, we were attacking on cavalry.
I mean, you can try.
We're pushing. We're pushing. Push them.
Now then, try your hardest, little man. No, you up there are supposed to be down here. Why are you trying to be an asshole about it? He's trying not to get all there. I don't know why. You should not do this, little one.
If they can make it, I'm good. They can make it.
I mean, if any one of them can make it, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
We could get some Spanish help for once.
Our friends are actually pushing. Oh my god. We can actually rely on bots. Oh my god. That's something amazing.
That would be very amazing, yes.
If they can cut them there, we are in heaven.
Let's make this a bit faster. Let's see something happening.
Our boys are pushing. One division is better than two divisions.
One division is like, I made some progress. Screw you.
Oh, there's 3 divisions.
Now, if we can get 3 together, and we might be able to get over there, that would be amazing. I mean, we are trying. It looks like we could actually win for once. Let's run away.
We have 22. That's in the temple.
Come on. Yeah, come on. Okay, that can away. Construction speed, yes. Factory speed, yes. Give me all of that. Come on. Well, we have made some progress.
Okay, I mean, we are pushing again, so that... Yes, we push them. Let's push the next province.
I'm trying. It's not going too well. We are kind of getting fucked. Royally.
We can fuck them.
I mean, we're trying very hard to fuck them. Why are you back here? You're supposed to be... I'm not even going to... Why is my one unit in front here like, I'm the hero, and he's like, well, I'm going to stay back here now. Come on, go.
Because this is, you know, like a command.
Yeah. Oh shit, one of my units got beaten back. I'm not gonna give them this place though. This is my place.
We're getting a little fucked.
Yeah, we're getting just a bit distracted.
We almost need it. We just have to push one province.
I mean, we're still pushing on the fucking city. I give them that much, but it doesn't look good. Well, quite an achievement for that woman, Amelia Earhart. Now then, we apparently are able to hold this place at least. That's nice.
What about organization?
Greif weiter an!
I mean, one of them is pretty damn mangled organization-wise. The rest is actually not that bad. If we push hard enough, we might be able to do this. Come on, come on, you can do it.
Let's wanna rest and
I mean, we are really close. Come on.
you can make it. Just aim for it.
Herrengeringwerke. Or we could cut the wagon, which gives more civilian factories, if I see it right.
I can tell you, if we will make it and we defeat the communists, I will fucking.
Come on, come on, people.
Zeigt es ihnen!
I don't want to German every car.
The Wehrmacht. I mean, most of the advantages of the Wehrmacht come, you know, from being... Oh shit. This is not good. China, eh? And the Japanese. Well, let's ignore that. That's a whole other theater going on. Luckily one we are not involved in.
Let's pray they don't call Americans for war and
Come on, come on. You're almost in there. Don't give up, little Germans.
online net point there.
Come on.
Almost good. We almost good.
Well, we got in, but by the time we got in, the
Yes.
Spanish also got something done.
Good. We got it. We got it. We answered to them. We answered to them.
Well, we got some shit done. That is for sure. That was horribly taxing. My poor people, they're like, oh no.
Now we can push north for south. That's your plan.
Well, I guess north it is then. Going north again. From battle to battle. Well, at least we're winning. Again.
Now they are losing equipment. Yeah, that's fucked. They're fucked as hell. Now you will
Spain
see
is
their front.
Spain is breaking up even more. Great.
Oh yes, let's go.
Yeah, there it is. An anarchist uprising in the Spanish Civil War. Oh, great. Let's not think about that too deeply. Things are only gonna get worse. Let's instead zoom in and enjoy the view of the little Wehrmacht soldier going up, going like me.
Losing their equipment. That's what I'm talking.
Now, we have another one. Yeah, no. Since another one is closed, let's go over there. What is happening in the fucking east? I mean, apart from the Soviet Union and its provisional Russian counterpart going at each other. Well, apparently...
They're having a nice party, I see.
They do. Apparently China and its friends are getting at each other. Just the tiniest little bit. And let's ignore that too.
Befehle!
Ah, we have more divisions.
At least we will do
Angetreten!
so.
Let's
Which
which one was it?
I remind you that we need to change template.
Bereit zum
We have to do
Ausrücken!
this.
Right,
I
you
remind you.
you make a good point. That was the Panzer division, wasn't it?
Panzer and
Which one should we change first? I mean, we only have like 39 points.
I think we need to first change Panzer divisions.
Ah.
That's must.
Okay, what did we actually do? We gave them some more motorized infantry and some more light tanks, if memory serves.
Yeah.
Like this. Looking good so far. I have 4 little cars now, and well, I have also 2 more tanks.
Yeah. I think this will be good.
Okay, let's save this one. Gonna need a lot more tanks now, and then once we have 30 points or so again.
We can make it. That's pretty easy. I mean, to war there's still a long way, so. We need to also. We need one more point. Remember that was 20? Or upgraded? That's a little more pushing Spain.
Yeah, it's actually. Go back to Spain and be like, okay, what are you doing? You are done with that. Then.
Ausrücken!
And you go up here. Yes, you can.
Go for Leon, that will be amazing.
Los, los, los!
Okay, let's push it to Leon. Near another city.
No. Can we push that?
Well,
They
apparently
they have the equipment.
the Polish have angered the Führer for some reason with their posturing. Those naive citizens of German Reich who imagine the Polish as a people of peace, entirely out of touch with reality. Really. Those who live at our border do not have the luxury of such delusions. Blah blah blah, seems closing in on us just across it. Threat we cannot leave unanswered. With every passing day, Poland is preparing for war. It would be madness for us not to do the same. The Polish military presence close to our territory has sparked increased concerns. Yes. That Poland.
Danzig
Danzig or war. I mean, you know, there is a long lasting saying about how, you know, Danzig and Königsberg are German and will forever stay German.
you can now change templates.
Oh, right. Okay, what were we going to do with this one?
So, first of all, I'm going to add 2 artillery.
More artillery. Boop. 2 more.
2 more, yeah, that will be okay.
We need any...
We need at least 2 more infantry to make it, you know.
2 more infantry. We have. Looking good.
I think yes.
Okay.
This is good for now. We need to. This is good for now.
Not achieved
We
it.
will upgrade it. We will upgrade it next when we have more, you know. Yes.
Let's once again push into the Dutch people because we can. Actually, we could get some personnel. Do we want to though? I mean, I kind of want to get some personnel. Political advisor. Who can I get? I have somebody who gives me stuff. Construction speed, fortification. Yeah, a communist revolutionary. That totally is what we're gonna get. Oh, Rudolf F. The first among equals. That's a nice one. I'll take you. Okay, and now I'm out of points again. Okay. Okay, game. Let us see that push being on, actually. Wait a second. Just how far are we along in annoying the Polish? Yeah, I don't care about it. That's where we go. We're almost there.
No.
Let's go.
Where it's coming? Where it's coming?
War's coming indeed. To the Polish people. Now it's so
If it comes to Spain, we can just push everywhere right now. They have no port.
I think we're ready.
Just
Yes, do we have? Yes, we have an available war goal. Take Danzig from Poland. What a surprise. It's always fucking Danzig.
okay. You know the rules, and so do I.
Okay, first let's go back here and actually tell the people to stop training like idiots.
Achtung!
Because that is going to eat my resources even further and, you know, keep them. Right? How long are you going to take? Well, your plan value is shite. Shite, very much shite.
So, okay, so, where is your panzer division? Because I don't see them because I'm...
Oh, they're up here on the Polish border. I only have, like 4 of them. Oh, yeah, 4.
It's enough. It's enough, we can make it.
And
We
let's...
just need to play it safely and to be good. Okay, so we need to, first of all, just push to, from Prussia to Silesia. If we can cut them from Prussia to Silesia, we are actually in good position.
The way they're pushing now, they would push on the full length. I mean, they should still be able to win, mostly because, well...
So, you know, if we can push hard enough, then and send infantry towards the gap, we can make this up. If we will push slowly, and you know steady, and it could give us some problem because they can reinforce on the reverse, you know.
Actually, fact is, I didn't even see this before, but if I push on this, it can actually see what they're trying to conquer and which is the way they're going. It's actually cool. Look at that, how they are trying to expand.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. I mean, they should be able to do this, actually. Is there anything major?
No, cute panzers on the way to Warsaw.
I'm going to save and I just want to see how this would play out, actually. Let's make a save.
You know, Panzersan.
Angetreten!
Actually, do we have the Panzer lead? I mean, it would be fitting. Music.
Yeah.
Panzer, 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 Panzer. Wir fahren gegen England. Oh. Wir are not fahren gegen England. Wir fahren against the Poland. Mächtigste Panzerlied. Der ist Panzerlied. Now. With that in the background, let me declare war on the fucking nice... Okay, you have a nice mustache. I give you that one, Polish man, but still. Who wears white on white?
Let's go.
That's a fucking crime. We shall conquer. No. Oh, you can invite to a faction. I can invite
Okay, so
you to a faction, okay.
we need to first of all to stick our panzers to one progress. So we can push it to 100%.
Let's see what happens. I actually want to see if they go on the whole fucking volunteer squad. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, let's see. I see many great things. What is my tech up here doing?
Some ISIS out of the ranks.
Poland joined the allies. Well, Poland, you did well.
Ausrücken!
Okay, no, that's not going to work.
Bereit!
So just over now.
Is it going to work? Yeah, that is going to work.
Cheers.
Hmm.
Let's get some like two panzer divisions. Attack from Silesia, no, like Breslau, towards Wood, and Płock, and then Russia.
Let me see. We are coming from Breslau. We're going up. Okay, I don't even know what is that supposed to be. That's not language. Polish people.
Yes, this is like Wood, you know, that we can go there north to.
I don't... Imagine, just for a second, being a soldier, being, you know, you make a battle plan, you're like, well, we're going to move from Breslau to... I don't even... You couldn't even determine the goal because you don't know how to say that. I mean, good, Poznan, okay.
I
Okay.
get the challenge for you. Say, Jean Czyszkiewicz.
Yoshi... my tongue is refusing.
Jean Czyszkiewicz.
Yoshi Kevich? Yeah.
Jean
Ciao.
Czyszkiewicz.
Okay, und jetzt sagst du dann Sonderkraftbock 272, bitteschön. Do not forget, the German language also has its finer details.
No, 5,555.
Well, for the moment, I'm going to say that we are on our way to Warsaw. Yes, Warsaw is a nice name. That is a name I can live with.
Yes.
Radom, that's also a name
German is
I can live.
in German is one
Bereit!
on that button.
Befehle!
Okay, you should probably, this last stand thing gives you ability, defense, yes, that would be nice, because we do need defense. They are kind of pushing, it's not really helping them, because they are losing on the southern front. Slowly, though. It takes a while. Kinda want to get some more reinforcements.
You can
Abstand halten!
push from Silesia, no?
Yeah, I mean, I
You can
could...
make it. I mean, they have some bunkers, but we can still...
What I
do some
can do
nice-
is I can actually get my reinforcers here on the Czechoslovakia border to actually ignore that for a second. And
It's like 3 panzer division on Breslau, so we can get some nice plan. I can make you some plans, so...
along the river. Now, let's move the Czechoslovakia units, because, well, they're getting bored anyway. You know, sitting around and playing with the dicks all day is getting kinda tiresome. They deserve some action too. See, the plan is we're just going to let the units up here just, you know, hold position. I don't really care if we lose some land, because we're gonna retake that anyway.
Abstand halten!
We can do some tricks like, you know, we let them into our land, and we are going to encircle them. That's some nice move, which I very like to use. Yes.
Yeah, the main target is first to get a bit of a, you know, nice little foothold. And wait for the Slovakian units basically to move up in peace and quiet.
Why did they kill slavery? Like,
The Czechoslovakian people have managed to get very much into my side. Quite the thorn. Actually, I think there was a speech about precisely that thing, like, you know, looking at a map that not... We don't like your little Czech penis here, that's annoying. It hurts. Also, Prague is a nice city, and we would very much like to have that, you know, under the Reich at some point. But first, of course, the Polish. Need to...
that's like what is the capital of Poland? Berlin.
Also, I think we should...
Of Russia is Berlin. What's the capital of France? Is Berlin.
It's always Berlin, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, my dear little planes... I kind of forgot I had planes, so I kind of forgot to actually send you in and help in Western Poland.
You know, it could actually help a little.
It should help, yes. Well, I mean, you know, ground support from a plane, that is going to help.
No, send them. We'll see about it.
Yeah, that will help sooner or later. As soon as we actually, you know, make good on our little promises. Actually, you are just transport. You can sit down and relax. You, on the other hand, need to do some close air support. Yeah. Now, shoot some... Actually, do the Polish people have planes? It's a good question, isn't it?
I mean, they have like 700.
Well, reasonable.
So, you have more planes than they have bullets, so...
Vorwärts, Männer!
No, they
I see some pushing. I see we're pushing.
it doesn't...
You can just encircle some forces, you know.
Yeah, for the moment I'm actually just waiting for my friends from Czechoslovakia to get a bit more into position. Let the other ones just, you know, run a bit bloody course. Actually, are we taking... yeah, in a good way. Do we have more planes? Yeah.
I think...
Naval planes. That's not going to help. What about you? You can't really help that much. How about I send you up here? Whee! I do like how they're just flying over there. Like, yeah, we don't care. Just a war going on. Absolutely normal.
That's a worry now. Pushing the Poles back to Warsaw. That's a normal day.
Just a normal day, you know? Nothing out of the ordinary here.
You know, like... Is it something better? No, it's a normal day.
Yeah, that's...
Get up in the morning, get my current...
Vorwärts, Männer!
some Polish back to Warsaw.
You know, it's just like a bit of bad weather. It just happens sometimes, you know? I have to deal with that. And then I think my divisions are holding there.
You can just put them Poznan, you know, they have like 2 divisions, so you can just put them from the states. Poznan.
Yeah, we almost have Poznan. I would like to, you know, cut them off. Would very much like to cut them off. If we could manage that, that would be amazing. We shall see if that's going to work out. It should work out. We have more than enough people. Yeah, we are winning. This little circlement and then all and everybody into the Potsdam to make sure they know what's what. Sure. Hungary, join me in my war effort against the most evil of things, which is apparently the Polish now. You just have decided so. Well, tough luck. One of those days, you know. One of those fucking days. I mean, you know, your little horses apparently are not very good at holding areas for some mystical reason. Move. Yeah, with those reserve troops from the Czechoslovakian border, we're pushing. We're pushing. I see a lot of green symbolism. I do like that. Make it a bit faster. As you've been... Okay. Yeah, they're breaking apart. Means the Soviets are actually losing parts of their tributary states, I guess, would be one way of saying it. You know, the people they enslaved at some point. Well, That is a nice encirclement going on there.
Okay,
There's
we
a
push
fuck.
them, we push them, we push them.
Yeah,
We
Poznan
circle them.
is done.
They did it first. They did it first.
They ain't getting away from there. That's yeah, that's just horrible.
Just-
This is brutal. Very brutal. I do like it.
And the beer, the best thing.
People, would you... AI, what are you doing? Why have you not taken fucking Poznan when we had a good chance? Why have you allowed it to reconnect?
The best thing ever.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. I mean, we are making a... we still making, you know, headway. It's just slow.
Bro, pressure. Yeah, push it. Pressure.
Come on, please win this.
Auf geht's!
My little tank, don't just sit there. Go in there and do something.
Befehle?
We need to encircle them again. Well, we have to encircle them again because your fucking failures managed to fail. Spectacularly.
Yo, bro, pressure. They're getting 15. Also,
Our effort slowly but surely crawls forward. Very slowly.
if we can take Krakow,
Okay, we really have no luck with that encirclement again. Yeah. They're suddenly realizing that it might not be a good idea to, you know, leave that.
just I prefer to
Can we maybe push down here? We probably can, actually.
towards this force.
It's, oh, you can wait, you can wait.
Suchen Deckung. Vorwärts, Männer!
Could you people maybe just, you know, actually go in there?
Auf geht's!
Push a bit harder. How about my... well, it's actually a contested area. The Polish are fighting back, even in the air. I'm surprised.
More fighters. Definitely.
Let's see if we can get you from down here. Get closer so we have more range. Everybody. You know, we are supposed to be in Western Poland anyway. Get over here. Get closer. Swear to God, I want to see everybody in that bloody Polish air. There should be more planes than air in the Polish airspace. I hope. Okay, that is not good. It's not good. You sneaky little Polish people.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, let's put Gdynia.
Sneaky, sneaky.
They are too close.
Well, I mean, we're trying stuff. It's just not working out at all. For fuck's sake, you really have used your fucking cavalry against tanks.
Ihre Befehle?
I'm impressed. In a good way and in a bad way. I wonder what my troops are actually doing. I mean, technically speaking, they should be attacking. Yeah, why are you not attacking? I wonder. Also, why are you letting yourself get pushed back, you know?
First of all, change of plans. Because we need to do some manual attacks.
No, actually, come fly over here. I don't think you have enough fuel up there. And then go here. Jesus Christ, that's eating a lot of fuel just being there. We're currently losing. I mean, we are winning most of the air battles. The ground does not look so good, but well.
What you can do actually. First of all, turn off pan. This arrow is good. Because we need to do it manually. Can't do it manually.
That would probably have worked better, yeah. I should probably have done it manually, but I did not. Instead, I had this nonsense happening. But, well, that's fair point, anyway. I mostly kinda knew it would end like this after a while. Which is okay, because I actually do need to head to bed and have to get to work soonish. Yeah, pain in the ass. But you know, it has to be done. We shall be playing a bit more of this probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. But well,
goodbye, my friends.
goodbye. Thanks for your help. Let's try this again a bit more successful in the future.
Yes. Okay. Goodbye, my friend.
Bye bye. Now for the rest, yeah, as you just quite literally heard, I shall have to bid you adieu at this nice little moment. Have a good one and all of that, and well, I shall be back, of course, as in tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by, as usual. As for, you know, the ones I can name easily, we have the HLX10, another follower, thank you very much, and we have, of course, the Soviet Svenbai, who, you know, is apparently very much capable of speaking the Polish tongue without breaking his own tongue, which is impressive. Very impressive from my perspective. I shall applaud that. Yeah, but all jokes aside, thanks for following, and thanks for joining the Discord, of course. More should play nice. I do like to have people there. I think we're at 3 people now, and I'm counting myself. But yeah, to the nice, very evening song of Lily Marlene, we shall now end it. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow, either with more of this, because I still want to, you know, get a bit more into what's going on, and all of that. And on the other side of the argument, I think actually I've said, I think I have been on it a bit later and a bit longer than I had actually anticipated, so yeah, probably not a wise idea considering, but what can I say, you know, I do enjoy playing around with games. Yes, Kitty, I know you're hungry. You probably want your breakfast in the middle of the night, yes. Apparently I'm a bit more sleepy than I was aware of. Well, let's not think about that too much, and well, bye bye for the moment, I shall say. Have a good one.